We are back indeed with some more Summer League action. And I'm pretty excited for what we got going on here tonight. Mostly because we got Darryn Peterson taking on Cam Boozer. Number 2 versus number 3. Both in the running for number 1 overall. Neither of them go number 1 overall. And it's going to be really exciting because I thought Cam Boozer had an excellent debut Summer League game the other day against the Grizzlies, and I thought Darryn Peterson was spectacular in his debut game the other night for the Utah Jazz. So I just want to watch the young kids hoop and the young kids play. They do have up the Atlanta Hawks game that just ended. They were playing the Golden State Warriors with Ben Sturtz and Adai and Zuby Ejiofor won almost the Nick. I was going to say once a Nick, always a Nick, but he wasn't a Nick. Almost a Nick. Zuby Ejiofor when one pick right before the Knicks pick came up, and then obviously we know the rest. The Knicks traded the pick, but they were really eyeing Ejiofor. Whether they were going to take him or not, I highly doubt it, considering how everything has gone in terms of them trying to save money and whatnot. But he just had a 19-point, 15-rebound game and led a 20-point comeback, and it is Summer League. But like, you know, the signs, he's pretty dang good at basketball, and I had always thought he was a pretty dang good basketball player. So I'll be rooting for him. Unfortunately, he plays for the Atlanta Hawks, so how much can I root for him? I don't know. I'm rooting for his personal success, but not necessarily his team success. I guess is the best way I could say it, right? Just his dad, Scoreboard, David Oz Jr., Relic, appreciate y'all. David said DeRozan or JC is the question. It's Jordan Clarkson. DeRozan is the better player right now, and that's great. The issue really stems from the fact that I just look at DeRozan and I go, what are the qualities DeRozan would bring that you want essentially out of your ninth man that Jordan Clarkson isn't providing already, and maybe doing it a little bit better than DeRozan, particularly because he can spread it out to the three-point line, which DeRozan does not do. He can do it off of movement, which DeRozan does not do. Doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective, which DeRozan does. Can attack the open space in terms of being a threat from the perimeter and then attacking closeouts and whatnot. Playing off Karl Anthony Towns, he's already been in the system. And then he already has kind of determined he's at the point in his career where whether he is getting minutes or not getting minutes, and he's getting DNPs and he's on the bench, he's fine. He's still going to be a leader on the team. He's still going to be calm, cool, and collected. He's still going to be the kind of guy rah-rahing his teammates out there, you know, for them to do well. Whereas DeMar DeRozan, I don't know where he is in his career. What happens if DeMar DeRozan suddenly starts getting DNPs? Is he going to be a malcontent? Is he going to be huffing and puffing on the bench? I doubt it, but it's also a risk you're taking for a guy who's coming off a season. I believe he averaged 18 a game. So it's Jordan Clarkson. There's not really much you need from your ninth man on the team at that point, right? Like there's really nothing that I want DeRozan to do. I don't want the ball in DeRozan's hands when I have Brunson and Hart and Bridges and Anunoby and Town. Like I don't really want the ball in his hands. I want him to be an ancillary piece, and I don't think he's ever really been a very good ancillary piece. So you know. Relic, what's up, Relic? You ain't covering the World Cup? No, I don't know enough about soccer. I mean, we could cover the World Cup. We could go live and talk about the World Cup. But the problem is, like, I wouldn't be able to commentate it because I don't know enough about soccer. I'm not even familiar enough with the rule set to really tell you what's going on and break down the action to you. But no. Not covering the World Cup. And honestly, it's just a bad time for the World Cup for me because I tell you guys all the time, I'm a basketball sicko. Like, I would rather watch Summer League basketball than watch the World Cup, which is the pinnacle of soccer, you know? And that's just a me thing. I care far more about Summer League basketball than I do about World Cup soccer. That's just me. It's just me. So, you know, if I wanted the views, if I wanted to like garner as many views as possible, we'd be in there for the World Cup. But I'm going to enjoy this Summer League basketball game more than I'm going to enjoy, unfortunately, watching the USA game. So, in the World Cup. So, hey, that's unfortunate for me. It's unfortunate. It hurts me in the long term in terms of making content around things, because who is going to sit down and watch Grizzlies Jazz Summer League game when the USA national team is playing in the World Cup right now? So it is what it is. David said, we should sign JC and Jemison and call it a day. I think we could see Jemison back on a two-way. I do think they'll probably use the last roster spot for Clarkson and Sohan instead of Jemison. Instead of giving Jemison a full-time contract, I think they'll still give him the two-way. They'll go into the... I wish they could go out and get a third-string center. I do think they're going to bring back Sohan. We'll see. We'll see. It doesn't even really matter to me because they have their rotation locked down. Obviously, now they need injury insurance, guys. But they have their 9-man rotation. It's the starting 5 that we all know and love. The championship starting 5. Knicks on Friday and Saturday. You better believe it, David. And you know where I'm going to be? Right here covering it. I can't wait for some Mo Diawara, Pacom Dadier minutes. I can't wait for Tyler Nickel to show out. I can't wait. Hopefully Jack Kyle is available to play. There are rumors that he may play. We will see. I'm hoping for it, but I can't wait for Friday. I can't wait for the Knicks Summer League, for legit Vegas Summer League to start, but I really can't wait for the Knicks to be back. I was sitting down today as I was setting up for the stream and I was doing a little bit of work on the computer. All the time, I'll put something on in the background on one of the other monitors just to listen to. I put on the Christmas Day game, Knicks versus Cavs this year. And that's what I had on in the background. That's what I was listening to. Just to feel something again, just to get some basketball again. And again, the World Cup is on. I could have put the World Cup on in the background, but I'm more interested in keeping up with what's going on basketball-wise. I'm just a sicko that way. I don't know what to tell people when they're like, "You're watching the World Cup?" I'm like, "No, did you see Darryn Peterson the other day make a Summer League debut?" And they're like, "Huh? Summer League?" I'm like, I don't know what to tell people, David said, I can't wait for the banner raising. Well, yeah, I got to take a step at a time, right? So, if I say that, that's not happening till October, 3 weeks into October. So we are what? July, August, September, October, July, August, September, October. 4 months away. We're 4 months away from banner night. So to me, you have to compartmentalize it, right? When the finals ended, it was like, okay, I can't wait for the draft. Well, it was really, I can't wait for the parade, and then the parade happened. And then I can't wait for the draft, and then the draft happens. And then it's like, I can't wait for Summer League. And then Summer League is now happening, and it was, I can't wait for free agency. We got to get to free agency. And so it's just step after step after step. July 19th is, I believe, the final day of Summer League. And then comes the long summer for me, man. Always a long time in between seasons. Obviously, the players deserve it and they need it to get ready for the next year, but you know what I mean? If I could just fast forward that time of the year and just get right back to even September, just get me to September. We got a month and a half. Just get me to September. We could start hearing about training camps and whatnot and players reporting back to their cities to get ready for training camp and whatnot. Just get me to that, and I could start reading legit articles about how players are looking and what they were working on over the summer and all those things. And then we can start talking about preseason, and then we can start talking about banner night. Those are my steps. That's my mentality right now. 3 banners raising. After the banner raise, can't wait for the Knicks Celtics. Yeah. I was watching Mitchell Robinson highlights earlier today. And it made me sad again. I was also, as people were posting lineup data for the Knicks, some of their most used lineups and how they looked and whatnot, and which lineups were most effective. And one of their most effective lineups included Mitchell Robinson. Actually, they're the most effective lineup. It was one of their least played lineups, but it was also their most effective lineup. And it was essentially that defensive lineup we've talked about, where it was Robinson, Anunoby, Bridges, Shamit, and McBride? No, not McBride. Somebody else. But yeah, maybe it was Brunson. But yeah, it was like that defensive lineup, and it was like, not gonna have that option anymore because we don't have a defensive stalwart center as an option anymore. We don't even have that option. You know, and one of the things I talked about with this Knicks team, as far as Drummond is gonna really help us, the thing about Andre Drummond is that he's a worse basketball player than Mitchell Robinson. So, is Drummond gonna help? Yes. Is he gonna be better than Mitchell Robinson? No. Can he do different things than Mitchell Robinson? Sure. Or should we explore that? Of course. But the things that, like, he doesn't do anything for the Knicks at a high enough level that they could lean on in the long term, right? They could lean on in the long term. Like, Mitchell Robinson is a stalwart defensively and can protect the rim at an extremely high level and clean up a defensive unit at an extremely high level. And he's also the best offensive rebounder in the league and one of the best offensive rebounders of all time, and definitely one of, if not the best offensive rebounder since Dennis Rodman. Whereas Andre Drummond is a really good offensive rebounder. Also a turnstile defensively. Also has gotten really big and really heavy and is going to really slow down the Knicks. Whereas Mitchell Robinson, yeah, he got like big and bulky and he wasn't as fast as he was early in his career, but that man was still sprinting up and down the court. I don't know if Andre Drummond's going to be doing that. I really think he's going to slow the Knicks down and is going to be a little bit more of a detriment than his offensive capabilities are going to be able to uplift. You know? It also, like I said, takes away the diversity of the Knicks being able to go to a different look. Karl-Anthony Towns maybe struggling a little bit that night. We'll put in Mitchell Robinson, and he'll grab 3 offensive rebounds in a possession and change the tenor of a game. Is Andre Drummond going to do that? We don't know. So, just as I said, I tried to prepare you that. But I wasn't trying to be prepared during the regular season, brother. Like, that's something after they won the championship and after the parade, we all knew that was coming. But nobody's trying to do that during the regular season. Come on, big dog. Jason said, Drummond better get fit if you ever want to play. That's one of my worries. My guy has not been in shape since Detroit, since he left Detroit almost a decade ago. You know, so I just, man, you better come into shape. David Oz Jr. said, I think full preseason of our new offense, putting in new things, our offense is going to be more deadly. Yeah. Alan Hahn was on Knicks Fan TV the other day talking about it. The coaching staff is ready for it, and they're excited for it, so I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. We're about to get the tip-off, though, so let's get to it. TT in the morning. What's up, TT in the morning? Judge that said opposing team foul numbers will be down this year. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. All right, let's get to our game today. Darryn Peterson versus Cam Boozer. This is why we're here, right? Number 2 versus number 3. Peterson looked like a superstar in his first game. I know he had like 8 turnovers. I don't care about any of that. It's Summer League. The way he was moving on the court as we get the jump ball here, stolen by the Jazz. And now here we go. They get it out to Peterson. Let's lock in. Peterson and Boozer had excellent starts to their summer leagues. Here they are in game 2 here in Utah. Peterson on the left wing, has it up top, coming to his right off the screen, pulls it back out, and he gets fouled out on the perimeter with the big man trying to hedge out there. Quick foul. Jason said, we called it though. Midge 4-3, about 45, almost on the head. Almost. Yeah. Wish the Knicks were allowed to go over the second apron and at least make a decision whether or not they wanted to do it or not. We've talked about Mitch. We can continue talking about Mitch, but Peterson spins in the lane and knocks down a little floater over Javon Small. By the way, I don't even have this up for you guys. Javon Small is like a decent defender, NBA kind of level rotation guy. And a 3 from Cam Boozer responds with the straightaway. Did not hit a 3 in the first game. Knocks his first shot, which is a 3 there. And now here come the Jets. Oh, pickpocketed by Cedric Coward at the half-court line. He goes the other way for a two-handed slam. There you go, Cedric Coward. There you go. We are also here for Cedric Coward and Ace Bailey and Cody Williams and all those guys. Is it Cody Williams? Cody Williams, right? Yeah. Peterson has it up top. It's 5-2, just under 9 minutes to go. Peterson coming to his right off his screen, has it on the right wing, feeds the big man rolling to the rim, misses the floater, rebounded by the Grizzlies, and now here they come pushing it the other way. Small gets it over to Boozer, over to Coward, pump fakes, gets caught in the air, and it is a travel from Cedric Coward getting caught in the air. Should have just shot it. Coward's so good in the beginning of these games. Yeah, I mean, it's some of it. We know Cedric Coward is a really high level prospect. He had an excellent rookie season, so you just want to see him be as dominant as possible here in Summer League. You guys keep bringing up Mitch. David said, Mitch, Celtics put a bad taste in my mouth. It is what it is. Unfortunately, yeah, it's going to be difficult to root for him. But you guys keep talking about Mitch as if the Knicks didn't sign Mo Diawara a 4-year contract, y'all. Insane foresight. Peterson has it up top, coming to his right. He's going to dance with it. Crosses over to his right, hop step down the lane, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. And that's 2 fouls on Javon Small already. 2 fouls on Javon Small already. Peterson handling the pressure that Small is putting on him right now. And I got to tell you again, like Javon Small can... Ooh! Cedric Coward hit the floor hard, but he popped right back up. That's good to see. Javon Small, this is really good for Peterson because he can replicate what NBA defenses and how NBA guards are going to guard Peterson by applying a ton of pressure right now. And obviously, we're only a couple of possessions into the game, but Peterson handling it extremely well right now. Mo will start a few more games this year, probably. Hopefully. I mean, that guy's a bucket. Peterson misses the free throw. 5-4. No, he hit the free throw. 5-4. They throw it down to Javon Small, who gets the reverse layup to go down. Another beautiful pass from Cam Boozer, who he's got it. He is an extremely high processing player right now. He just sees the floor beautifully. We highlighted a couple of the passes he made in that first game, and already so far here tonight, a couple of really smart reads. Peterson has it up top, coming to his right, pulls it back, settles for the rhythm dribble. Oh my goodness, pull up 3. Yeah, this kid's special. Yeah, he's special. He's got superstar written all over him. Hopefully the, health college things were just that. Boozer hits another backdoor cutter, gets the layup and 1. That is Taylor Hendricks. That is not Taylor Hendricks. That is Omax Prosper. That's who it is. This kid Peterson is ridiculous. Not good, not great, ridiculous. And that is an and 1, by the way. Omax Prosper got the reverse layup to go down. And that's the second assist for Cam Boozer already to go along with that 3-point shot he made. Injury-proof, the team with younger signings. Would have been nice to see Kelowna Ware over Drummond. Kelowna Ware is under contract, and Milwaukee is under no pressure to move him. Why, if this were 2K, I would have taken Kelowna Ware over Drummond, but this is not 2K. This is real life. They swing it in the corner. Hinson, I believe that's Hinson, puts up the 3, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Grizzlies get the offensive, kick it back out. I believe that's Cooper. Back out to Peterson. Up top, being guarded by Omax Prosper. Pulls it back, step back, pump fakes. Over to Hinson, another 3 from him on the left wing. He got it to go down, and the foul. Give me the 4-point play. Also, he knocked down that and 1 free throw, so there you go. They may still go get Yves Missi. I think they're hoping that the Pelicans' price will come down. They're just not going to make a rash move. We've said it all the time. People are starting to come around to it, but we've been saying it for years. In Leon Rose, we trust. I fully expect that their mid-season acquisition, their mid-season trade, which they usually make one mid-season trade to the rotation every year, seemingly, will be for a starting caliber center. I mean, a true backup center. A beautiful pass from Cam Boozer as he was driving to the rim, threw the wraparound to the corner. They step back to the 3-point line, can't get it to go as the ball was initially tipped. Peterson with the rebound, hit ahead to Henson. This kid's just firing it, and he knocks another one down. Give him the 4-point play into a pull-up 3 and transition the other way. And it's 14-10 on a 7-0 run just like that over the last 30 seconds. Boozer high posted to the big man over for the Grizzlies. They hand it off. A straightaway three from the young man. Got it to go down. Who was that? That was Hausen over there knocking it down for the Memphis Grizzlies. And now here comes Peterson bringing it down the other way. 13-14. It's nice to see these two teams go back and forth right now, all the way down the lane. Scoop layup for Darryn Peterson. This kid cannot be stopped. He looks like one of those second or third years guys that are too good for Summer League already. And I don't even care that he's knocking down the shots. He looks that way. The way he's moving. Hausen, another three, can't get it to go. Long rebound over to Prosper, who chases it down. He steps behind the three-point line over to Boozer. Back to Prosper. He lines up a left wing three. Comes up short on it. Battle for the rebound. The Grizzlies able to draw the foul. The big man, Lovering, I believe, right? Yeah, Lovering, able to draw that foul on the Utah Jazz. Going to keep the possession there with the Grizzlies. Jason said, thought I heard some reports about him being on the block. Only reason I mention it. Is he on the block? Yes. If you have like 3 first-round picks you could throw away to a young big man who's on a rookie contract. You know? Like the Knicks, they don't have the assets to go get Khalil Ware unless the Milwaukee Bucks are completely out on him. A three from Hausen can't get it to go. Gets his own offensive rebound. Out to Mashak, who spins down the lane in the paint, tries to go to the reverse layup, gets blocked, saves it inside, but over to the Jazz. And I believe that's Cody Williams bringing it down. Moves off the defender, loses the handle, and they can't save it. It goes out of bounds back to the Grizzlies. It goes. We are at 5:42. We're going to get a timeout. He may be on the block, Jason. It's just like he's like I said, a young, promising big man on a rookie contract. What do the Knicks have to offer for that guy? You know, that guy had a ton of potential in Miami, and a lot of people really liked him. Didn't work out there with him and Spo. Eventually gets moved in the Giannis deal. What is Milwaukee willing to? What is their price point? Like it's like I'll tell you right now, it's not Deuce McBride in 4 seconds, which is pretty much all the Knicks have to offer. So maybe Khalil Ware is on the block, but not for the Knicks. Not for the Knicks, I'll tell you that. Triz, that said, Lovering a Utah guy? Lovering is this is the Memphis Grizzlies side right here. As you can see, Cody Williams, Peterson. This is the Utah Jazz side. Unless you mean like he's from Utah? Is he from Utah? David said USA down 3-1. Then I think we made the right choice in covering the Summer League game. I had the radio on at work today, listening to Sports Talk Radio, listening to the fan, and they had some soccer guy on. I don't even know if he was a soccer guy, but he sounded like a soccer guy, and he was very confident. He was like, "I'm picking the U.S. 3-1," and the guy was like, "Wow, you're really?" He's like, "Yeah, I just, and I was like, like I said, I don't know enough about it, so I was just like, oh, okay, this guy thinks they're gonna win 3-1." And then literally everybody else was like, I don't know about this. So, I don't know, I guess it's going that. Grew up a Utah guy. Gotcha. Peterson's up to 9 points on 3-for-3 shooting, by the way. He's looking pretty good. Over on the Grizzlies side, they've pretty much taken everybody we know out. Mashak was on the team last year, got some minutes. We didn't get minutes with the Grizzlies last year. They were running around G League guys left and right. But part of the reason why he has a picture. Got logged real NBA minutes last year for the Grizzlies. Over on the Jazz side, the only guy we really are familiar with is Cody Williams, who's out there. See what he can do. He hasn't taken a shot, hasn't had a rebound, hasn't had an assist. He just has one personal foul. That's it for Cody right now. It's 16-13. We got 5:30 to go here. Approaching the halfway point of this. They are 10-minute quarters here in Summer League. And the Grizzlies come out with the ball. And they immediately turn it over. I'm not sure who that young man was. I believe that was Hausen who turned that ball over. Here come the Grizzlies, bringing it down. Up top to Cody Williams. Going to make something happen. You're the only real NBA player on the court right now who has a true blue NBA contract. Gets to the foul line, fall-away jumper. Got it to go. There you go, Cody Williams. If you guys don't know, Cody Williams, brother of Jalen Williams, the star player, the all-star over on the Oklahoma City Thunder, J-Dub, affectionately known as J-Dub. Here comes Hausen down the lane, misses the layup, battle for the loose ball rebound, and the Utah Jazz end up with it. We're just biding our time to see Boozer or Peterson back out there. And now here comes the Utah Jazz bringing it down. They get it over to the guard up top. That guard, I believe, is Abmas. Abmas up top. coming to his left, off the screen, hop step down the lane, off of 1 foot. Two-handed slam for the big man, I do. A-do. That's how you say it. That's how the commentator said it. A-do. It's 20-13 now. 13-3 run for the Utah Jazz over the last 3 minutes. And here come the Grizzlies swinging around to get it. The big man draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Lovering to the foul line for 2. We got 4:20 to go. Oh, somebody asked me about Peterson earlier. Hold on. Somebody said Peterson and T-Mac. Oh, is Justice's dad Peterson remind you of T-Mac a little? Not at all, honestly. Maybe a smidge, but he's not even sniffing the athleticism of T-Mac. Like, there is no real comparisons to T. That's like comparing somebody to Kobe. Like, Kobe and T-Mac, similar players, similar body types. Like, Peterson is not that. Peterson more so reminds me a little bit of Ray Allen, personally, but they missed the free throw, by the way. And again, you only get 1 free throw attempt here, and it will, depending on where you get fouled, as Cody Williams misses the mid-range pull-up jumper. It'll, depending on where you get fouled, it counts for 2 points or 3 points. Or if you get an and 1, it'll count for 1 more point. But you don't have multiple free throw attempts here in Summer League anymore. Trying out a new rule. Hopefully they don't bring it over to the NBA. I hate it. And they foul out on the perimeter by the Utah Jazz. Spotty T, what's up, Spotty T? What's up, fellow champion? We got to rock the Knicks gear, of course. Just stepping off the beach real quick. Still in our beach attire, stepping off the beach real quick here on vacation to come cover some Summer League. Just a little bit of Summer League, just a little bit. Jason said his build looks like T-Mac, not his game. I don't even think his build is like T-Mac. T-Mac was significantly taller. He's like 6'7". Whereas Peterson's only like 6'5". Maybe 6'6". And that may seem a little bit smaller, but also T-Mac had broader shoulders. We'll see how Peterson fills out, if he does fill out, but T-Mac filled out like really well and grew to be really strong. Yeah, he more so, even his build more so reminded me of Ray Allen, especially a young Ray Allen. Here comes Javon Small down the lane, takes some contact, can't get the layup to go, no foul call. Now here come the Jazz after recovering the rebound. I believe there's Cody Williams with the ball. Quick hit ahead. Abmas, left corner 3. We saw him in the first game get active a little bit. He misses that corner 3 in transition. A rebound to Mashak for the Grizzlies. They swing it over. I believe that's Burton, the 3 in the right wing, throws up an air ball. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Offensive rebound, didn't touch the rim. But a foul's called. Spotty T said, what's up, fellow Jimmy? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do you think DeRozan is considered New York or he's heading back to Toronto? That legit betrayed him. It'd be really funny if Kawhi Leonard and DeMar DeRozan ended up on the Toronto Raptors together. It'd be hilarious. 3 for the Grizzlies. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. Kick it back out to Burton. Burton Euros down the lane. They kick it out. I believe that's Javon Small, 3 in the left wing. He got it to go. Javon Small trying to stay around the NBA. He had a nice solid season for a really struggling Grizzlies team last year. Just under 3 minutes to go here. I don't think the Knicks and DeRozan are a good pairing. I don't think DeRozan... I wouldn't say he doesn't want to go to the Knicks. He just won a championship. Why would you not want to ring chase a little bit? But I talked about this. Somebody asked me, like, DeRozan or Clarkson. I'd lean Clarkson just because I know Clarkson can play the role that he will be asked to play, and he'll be happy in it and gracious in it, whereas I'm not sure that DeMar DeRozan is going to be happy playing maybe 8 minutes one night, getting DNPs for a couple of weeks, maybe a month straight, and then being asked to come back out. Also, ball's not going to be in his hands, and even at this stage in his career, DeMar DeRozan's still not a very good off-ball player right now. Maybe especially at this stage in his career, given that at least younger in his career, he was far more athletic. So you could have him in the dunker spot and have him be really impactful, whether it's attacking the offensive glass or like the Thompson twins being available for drop ball passes or lob passes, playing out of the pick and roll. But at this stage in his career, he doesn't have that athleticism. He's far more reliant on one-on-one games and playing out of the mid post and high post, which will slow the Knicks down. He's not good defensively. He's at a later point in his career. Like, you don't need much out of your ninth man, and he doesn't fit the profile of what the Knicks are looking for. And Clarkson more so does, and Clarkson's familiar with the team. He's friendly with the team. If you have read some of the beat reporters talking about it, Clarkson was really instrumental in being a mentor and a veteran, and with his leadership on that team last year during the run. So I think they're just going to bring Clarkson. Even if you ask the Knicks organization, I think they would rather, if they had their choice, if it came down to like, hey, you pick. You could have one of these two guys. I still think they're taking Clarkson. And with that being said, I do think DeMar DeRozan is the better player, but I'm not sure that's what you need at this point in that spot. Andrea Crawford, what's up, Andrea? Been missing the live? It's cool. The VODs stay up. The VODs stay up. And we will be live more often once Vegas Summer League starts. As of right now, they're just, we're in the Utah Summer League and the California Classic Summer League. So Coward is back in. He misses a 3 for the Grizzlies. The Jazz were at the free throw line. They knocked it down, so that's 2 points for them. Here comes Peterson, who's also back in, pushing the pace, gets to the mid-range jumper, can't get it to go over Boozer. Rebounded by the Grizzlies, and they're pushing the other way again. Coward, cross-court pass, Javon Small, no-dip 3. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Boozer comes up with it. Hops up in the lane. Pump fake. Steps through, spins. Reverse layup. Got it to go down for Cam. Boozer, impressive move, impressive finish. Finishing through contact, finishing through the big. Not sure that's an NBA-level big. I believe that's Cleveland over there on the Jazz. But either way, impressive move, impressive finish over size. And now here comes Obmus for the Jazz. They get it over to Peterson. Peterson quickly attacking to his left, being guarded by Coward. Leans in, loses the hand on the ball. Knock loose. Boozer able to pick it up. And quick outlet to Coward. And Coward pushing it the other way. Bounce pass inside. And the big man gets knocked to the ground. That is Cooper. Getting knocked to the ground for the Memphis Grizzlies. A foul on the floor. Just under 2 minutes to go. Spotty T said that's fair. Clarkson has proven staying ready so he doesn't have to get ready. Yep, and playing his role. Epitome of a pro. Yeah, and I think they really valued and appreciated him for that. Jersey, that said, coaches better dressed for this than the regular season NBA game. I haven't noticed the coaches. That's pretty funny, though. Spotty T said, winners got to stay comfy out here. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Anytime I see somebody out in the wild wearing Knicks gear, always refer to them as champion. What's up, champion? Yes, sir. Knicks in 5. Never in doubt. Thomas, what's up, Thomas? Darryn is going to be crazy. He's been, I've waxed poetic about Darryn Peterson in his first game, and then so far tonight he's been spectacular. The Utah Jazz trying to swing it around. They threw it to the big man rolling. That was Kelly. And then Kelly on the short roll threw a wild pass out to Peterson. Pass was way off, goes out of bounds. Because that said, Summer League got it right with the home white uniforms too. I don't know if they're just, I don't know who's buying Summer League uniforms, but try not to complicate things, that's for sure. Javon Small up top, crossing over to his right, crossing back over to his left, coming off the rescreen, throws a lob up top, gets knocked away by Peterson. Look at the awareness from the young man, not just doing it offensively, doing it defensively. Transition 3, line me up. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Javon Small for the Grizzlies, and he is going to push the other way. Small has it up top, coming to his right, picks up his handle, looking for an outlet, gets it to the big man Cooper. Cooper picks up his handle, trying to feed it down low to Boozer. It's a bad pass. Boozer able to save it though, but he can't get it to his teammate. And then Omax Prosper picks the pocket of Darryn Peterson. Did not see him coming. It's going to end up being a jump ball there. And we got just under a minute to go, 22-18 here in the first quarter so far. Shirley Willis, what's up, Shirley? It's nice hearing your voice. Nice to see you in the chat, Shirley. Soy, what's up, Soy? Can you show the game? I wish I could, brother. I really wish I could. We've shown like little snippets of clips and highlights before, and then even like little parts of the game every now and again when we want to watch something closer. And every single time, NBA immediately snipes the stream. Immediately will knock the stream down, and then we would have to restart it. So we can't show it, unfortunately. I've tried. But we can show the game on YouTube. Prosper, pump fakes, kicks it out. Boozer, down the lane, kicks it back out. Prosper, right corner, pump fake, jab step, puts up the 3 anyway, and he got it to go down. That's a nice sign for Omax Prosper, who desperately needs a 3-point shot if he wants to hang around the NBA any longer. And then Javon Small gets the steal in the backcourt, leaves it off for Cedric Coward, who gets the finger roll layup. And the Memphis Grizzlies finally take a lead, 23-22. I believe they've been trailing the entirety of the way. And Peterson will bring it down. Good pressure here. Coward has taken the responsibility of guarding Peterson now. Peterson coming to his right off the screen. Boozer switches onto him. Peterson's going to pull it out and dance. In and out dribble. Coming to his left. Blows past Boozer. Gets stripped but fouled by Cam Boozer. And I believe they're in the bonus, so he should be going to the foul line for 2 free throws. I mean, for 1 free throw. And yes. I don't know. That's kind of clean, too. It's a little clean. But Peterson gets the foul call, so he's at the free throw line for 2 as the Jazz are in the bonus. Spotty T said Shaman's words on symmetry on the bench, meaning to a lot of success last year. Definitely echoes true. Good point. Yeah. I mean, there's a comfortability, familiarity between those guys that I think throwing a monkey wrench like DeMar DeRozan in there, but, you know, for what, right? Throw DeMar DeRozan in there for what? Peterson knocked down the free throw, by the way. Coward has it up top. They're going to hold it for what could be the final, or should be the final shot of the quarter. They swing it back over to Coward. He's going to pump fake, coming to his left. Peterson knocks the ball out of his hands. Coward picks it back up behind the back, step back, surrounded by defenders. Excellent defense from Peterson, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Not only doing it offensively, but Darryn Peterson doing it defensively. My goodness, the kid has superstar written all over him. I was a little, how do I want to phrase it? I don't know. I was a little cautious with Darryn Peterson coming out of college with all of the, you know, and it's only summer league, but with all of the not really wanting to play, and maybe that's a poor way of phrasing it, but the weird injuries and play time surrounding Darryn Peterson in college was not great. That whole situation, I don't even know how to phrase it. That whole situation of him in college was not great. Definitely, probably, I shouldn't even say definitely, but probably would have ended up being the #1 overall pick if he had just had a normal college season and just played and didn't have this like weird cramping. I'm playing and then I'm not playing. I'm only playing a half and then I'm asking to come back out. Like it was just weird. It was very weird for Darryn Peterson in college. And I think it is the main reason why he dropped to #2. We'll see what AJ DeBansta looks like when the Vegas Summer League opens up. But Peterson has been putting on a show. So far, he's 3 for 5, 11 points, a rebound, 2 assists. He looks spectacular, even handling ball and handling some of the pressure so far here tonight. I think he's been great. As far as Cam Boozer, 5 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. You want to see him rebound a little bit better, but everything else has been pretty spectacular from Boozer. When you watch him out there, he's just beautifully connected, a beautifully connective player in terms of if he needs to swing the ball, he'll swing the ball. If he needs to be a spot up and be a threat from the perimeter, he'll do that. If he needs to get post positioning, he'll do that. If he needs to have good screens, he'll do that. Like, he is just additive in every single way. Not sure there's like any one specific hole in his game. Maybe we could start talking about that when it comes to defense. We'll see how that translates once the NBA season comes around. But my goodness, is he just very clear. One of the most clear examples of this young man grew up around NBA basketball his entire life, with his dad, of course, being Carlos Boozer. He just, like, he has an NBA mind already. Some of the passes he's made out of the high post, like, this is a guy, that's a pass like you make in your 3rd or 4th year if you're on the trajectory of superstar. And clearly Cam Boozer is on the trajectory of something. I don't know. All-star, superstar, all-NBA. I don't know what his trajectory is, but I do think his ceiling is a lot higher than what people were giving him credit for. We're starting the second quarter now. Jason said Ben Simmons had a ton of talent too. Peterson's going to be judged after a few years in the league. Of course. Of course. No one's writing his whole story right now, brother. Cedric Howard, reverse layup in the lane, got it to go to open up the second quarter. Cedric Howard got to be a little bit more aggressive right now. I got to tell you, Darryn Peterson looking a little more impressive than Cedric Howard. Cody Williams has it on the left wing, attacking for the Jazz. Kicks it in the corner, back out to Williams. Williams on the left wing, no hesitation, 3, comes up short, battle for the rebound, knocked into the air. Boozer picks it up, and now here comes Javon Small pushing it the other way. Just realized no Ace Bailey in this game for the Jazz. They get it over to the big man, I believe that's Cooper. Javon Small gets it over to Coward. Coward, right wing, high post. Bagging him down, loses the handle, picks it up, goes up, gets swatted out of there. Coward doing a little too much here. Attacking where he doesn't have advantages and getting packed for it. And now here come the Jazz pushing it the other way, trying to get it to Peterson. They do on the handoff on the right wing now. Jab step, pulling it back out, calling for a screen from Cody Williams, coming to his left, crosses over to his right, rejects the screen, leaves it off inside to the big man, coming to the basket for the easy scoop layup there. And that is 4 assists for Peterson or 3? 3 assists for Peterson, I believe it's going to update to. And they throw it in the corner to Prosper. Omax Prosper kicks it up top to Cooper, hands it off to Small. Javon Small maneuvering down the lane, gets blocked but fouled. Small will go to the foul line for one free throw. Almost said two again, for one free throw here. And that was, who was that? That Peterson just fed the ball to. Kohler. That was Kohler right there. Sitting with the 2 points. Rolling to the rim is the big man. Kind of like a oddly executed Spain pick and roll that Peterson was able to find the big man rolling to the basket to. Small knocks down the free throw for the 2 points. I can't stress enough how much I absolutely hate this free throw rule. I'm not going to lie. Here comes, I think it's solid for the G League and probably solid for Summer League here, but I don't want to see it in the NBA at all. Kohler, the big man in the lane, pump fakes, hard dribble, knocks down a little floater with the right hand, got it to go down. 28-27, now a little over 8 minutes to go here in the second. And Cedric Coward up top, swings it over to Boozer. He's going to pump fake from three, back out to Coward. Coward calling for a screen. Cedric Coward coming to his right off the Boozer screen. Cedric Coward crosses over to his left, gets to the foul line, pump fake, steps through, floater. Got the front of the rim, but he gets it to go down on the friendly roll. Back and forth these two teams go. Boozer allows the big man to beat him down the court. They throw the home run pass, and the big man gets it above the glass. Boozer gets the chase down block, but it is a goaltend. Give the Jazz 2 points. And we're going to get a timeout here. Donna More Music, what's up, Don? Happy to see you, brother. Jason said, I wish the young man will. Just don't have a lot of faith. Hopefully I'm wrong. I mean, I don't have faith. I have more faith that he's going to be awesome than he's going to fail. And he'll probably average out to be a really good player. Right? He looks spectacular. Spectacular. He's got 11-5 here tonight. And he dominated college basketball. Probably would have been the #1 overall pick if it wasn't a really weird thing. A really weird situation in college. And we'll find out very quickly in his NBA career if he was just one of those guys that probably would have came straight out of high school. If, the 1 year removed from high school rule wasn't in place. Right? A lot of these guys forced to go to college now. Not forced. No one's forcing you to go to college. But forcing you to be 1 year removed from high school, so might as well go play college basketball and get paid, especially with NIL now. But yeah, like I said, that whole college season was strange for him. That college season was strange. And they did put out some sort of reasoning why. Clearly, we don't have access to as much information as the teams drafting him do, because they get to conduct interviews and whatnot with him and really, really kind of delve into the reasons why his college season was so strange. But the kind of story everybody was going with was like he took some creatine and he started cramping up, and it just was a really odd, weird season for him in terms of like trying to get his body right to play actual basketball games. And that was why he had that weird season where he was playing and then he wasn't playing, and then he would play half and then he wouldn't play the next half, and it was just weird. It was a bizarre season. So we'll see. We'll see how his career pans out. Like you've kind of intimated, like you could have a great first two. Like look at John Morant, incredible first 3 years, was all NBA, making all-star teams, primed to be like the next great point guard in the NBA, and the next thing you know, he's getting traded for a whole lot of nothing. Now he's going to Portland on his next team. So Jason said he had a great first game too. He did. We covered a little bit of that one too. That one was fun to see, his first summer league game. And that's kind of been the thing. I don't care if the shots are going in or if he's turning it over or anything like that. Like just visually, eye test wise, he belongs, man. He looks like an NBA player out there. A whole lot of bodies hitting the floor here as Javon Small is attacking the basket. Guys tripping over each other now. As players hit the deck. Not sure what the call is here. We got a foul. What do we got? 7:30 to go here. I think like he very clearly looks like not just, oh, he's an NBA player. He very clearly looks like, oh, this is like superstar level stuff. Some of the way he's handling pressure, his ball handling, his vision and decision making. And then you throw in the shot making too. Like, oh yeah, this kid looks like he could be special. And we'll see if he is. The three from Omax Prosper can't get it to go. They get the offensive rebound. They swing it over to Coward, who knocks down the corner three. Now he's going to pick up Peterson here. I want to see Peterson go at Coward and go at the pressure here. I like Cedric Coward switching Javon Small off of Peterson and saying, I'll guard him. And Peterson handling the pressure pretty well, bringing the ball down, not too worried about the pressure at all. Very calm, cool, and collected. Coming to his left off the screen, taking a bump, draws yet another foul. I'll tell you this, too. He does an excellent job of going into the pressure. Very SGA-like, to be honest. Daniel Berry Sports, what's up, Daniel? Like, I see more Ray Allen and SGA and Darryn Peterson right now. You know, very wiry frame, pretty skinny kid, pretty slender build, but really smart in the way he attacks. And then once he feels you leaning on him a little bit, he leans into you and then immediately goes into his shot motion like he did just now, and he's going to the free throw line for one free throw for 2 points, which I hate the rule, but he knocks down the free throw, and we're tied at 32. Under 7 to go. Coward has the ball up top. That's it. That's not Coward. That's Mashak, excuse me. They swing it over to Burton. Burton on the left wing attacking for the Grizzlies. Spins, throws up a wild float shot. Can't get it to go, but ultimately draws the foul. On Peterson, I think. Peterson got the worst of it, getting hit in the jaw, but I believe Burton's going to go to the foul line for a free throw, right? Jason said, don't watch a ton of college basketball, but Boozer looked like a grown man playing kids in college. He did. He did. And honestly got penalized for it because people were like, I don't know, he doesn't look explosive enough. And it's like, I don't know, you look plenty dominant. You'd watch a game from Cam Boozer and you'd be like, oh yeah, he was kind of floating out there. And then you look at the box score and you're like 22 and 12 with 4 assists. What the heck? Cam Boozer at 20? What? When did that happen? So, you know, sometimes that could be a negative where it's like, oh, you were just floating out there. So you walked to your numbers, but how impactful were you? He's pretty impactful. He's pretty dang good. We'll see how that translates in the NBA game. But so far here in Summer League, it's holding up really well. Burton misses the free throw, and so now the Jazz have the ball. They throw it in the corner. Hinton clearly feeling it, and yeah, might as well toss him up there. That's his third made three of the night. That one a quick catch and fire. Jamal Mashak pushing it the other way, takes the contact, gets the layup to go. He's going to the foul line for one more. So Mashak at the free throw line for one more free throw. At least this one will actually count for 1 point. If you guys don't know why I keep referencing that, the NBA has implemented a rule that they've been testing out in the G League the last couple of years, but here in Summer League, every single time you go to the free throw line, you have one free throw. That's it. Whether you got fouled on a 2-point shot or a 3-point shot, you shoot one free throw, and it'll count for however many points in the area in which you got fouled on. So you got fouled on a 3-point shot, you take one free throw for 3 points. I hate the rule personally, but we'll see how it works out. We've watched a couple of games already here in Summer League, and I don't like them. Hinton with the logo 3 comes up short on it, can't get it to go, but he's clearly feeling it here tonight. Burton bringing it down. He's a 3-point shooter himself. They get it over to Mashak, driving it down, stops, pulls it back out. Peterson picks him up, and they swing it back up top to Burton. One dribble, another deep pull-up 3. Can't get that one to go. Battle for a loose ball rebound. Mashak ends up with it. Back out to Burton. Burton, another deep 3. This time he gets it to go down. The young man is clearly a sharp shooter from what we saw in the previous game as well. Wants to get those 3s up. Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? Trying to get into Peterson, but some full-court pressure here from the Grizzlies. They got Mashak on Peterson. Mashak also a good aggressive defender here. We'll see how Peterson handles it. Handles it really well. Gets past the half-court line, mishandles the ball, swings it out to Hinton. Hinton for the 3. Can't get it to go. Loose ball rebound by the big man, Kohler, over here on the Jazz. Gets knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay here with the Jazz, or is this going back to the Grizzlies? No, it was a foul. Not out of bounds, it was a foul. Harmonized Cacophony, what's up, Harmonized? Is this a thrilling as a Knickerbocker championship? Kind of. Kind of. Like I said, I'm a basketball sicko, brother. I'm sitting here covering Summer League when we got the World Cup going on because I'm a basketball sicko. I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah, kind of. A step back 3 for Cody Williams. Splashes another one net. Cody Williams showing some, they call it a long 2. Cody Williams showing some touch on the jump shot right now. He's up to 17 points. Oh, no, that was the other night. Excuse me. I was about to say, my goodness. Quick give and go there for the Grizzlies as Burton gets the layup. Terrible defense from the Jazz. Peterson back out. Peterson is back out as Cody Williams is back in. He's got 4 points here tonight. Also, all the guys we know over the Memphis Grizzlies are out. Mashak is in. Cool. Okay, we'll take that. Kohler has it. Stop, turn, spin, pivot. Kicks it out to Hinton, who pump fakes on the left wing. Jab step. Up top to Cody Williams, being guarded by Burton. Swings through to his left. Cody Williams taking the hit, going to the rim. Gets the inside hand scoop layup past the defender and Burton there. That's what you want to see from Cody Williams, man. He's taking those jump shots. He's knocking them down. He's getting to the rim here. They swing it in the corner. Quick catch and fire from Hausen. Can't get it to go. First name, not Dan, I'll tell you that. Dan Hausen is not in the building for this Summer League game. Hinson mishandling the ball for the Jazz, but he's able to pick it up. Gets a free run to the basket. Can't get it to go. Kohler, the offensive rebound, quickly kicks it out to the perimeter, and they knock down a three. That is Dixon right there knocking down that three. E. Dixon, is that Eric Dixon? Out of Villanova. That's right. That is right. We got 3:55 to go, under 4 here in the second quarter. Kinohara, what's up, Kinohara? The thing more than vet minimum for Emar DeRozan, no D or Emar or Rosen, please. I'm good on the Rosen. Don't need the Rosen back. We've talked about this a bunch already tonight, but I'll just repeat it real quickly. I'd take Jordan Clarkson. I think the organization would take Jordan Clarkson over DeRozan for a multitude of factors. And then you have to go get a third string big man just because you need 3 big men on the roster. I could see them also just bringing back Trey Jemison on the 2-way and then going with that, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. In Leon, we trust. It is what it is. In Leon, we trust. Bruce Vallis said, sad to admit it, but Brown will get into the lab and Drummond will serve as a mood swinger with the second unit. He's going to have to slide them puppies. That's my biggest worry, Bruce. That's my biggest worry. Like, his rebounding is good enough to approximate Mitchell Robinson's impact. And then the defense is just, it's a chasm between those two guys. Like, Mitchell Robinson is a legit, like, obviously he's not playing more than 20 minutes a game anymore. But, occasionally he can give you, 25, maybe take it up to 30, but, clearly he's kind of past that. Maybe not. We'll see what he looks like next year. But Mitchell Robinson is a legit, like, change the game defensively, can uplift a bad defensive unit and make him a serviceable defensive unit type of defender and rim protector. Whereas Andre Drummond is really, and has been, a really, really poor defender. Very slow, has added a ton of weight to his frame when he was already a really big dude. And hopefully he can get out and run. Because that second unit, one of the best things about them boys would get out and run other second units off the court. Shamit, Kolek, McBride, you have one of the starters in there, like a Bridges or an Ananobi, like those dudes, Josh Hart, those dudes are getting out and running. Mitchell Robinson, way to get out there and run. Hopefully Andre Drummond is hitting the treadmill, getting out on them beaches, getting in the pool. Build that cardio, brother. Drop a little bit of weight. You're gonna have to slide them feet. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Loose ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's gonna stay here with the Grizzlies. Bruce said, I can see Drummond run. Oh, I read that one. JC, Mo, GTA, and Deuce. I didn't even mention GTA, who clearly wants to push the ball. Mo is going to get a ton of minutes next year. I can't wait to see him in Summer League here. All right, here we go. Javon Small on the right wing. Leans in, throws up the shot, gets fouled. They're in the bonus already? Oh, no. We got under 4 minutes to go. But they're in the bonus. And so Javon Small will go to the free throw line for 1 free throw for 2 points. Jason said, Drummond running that man a couple cheeseburgers past running nowadays. It is one of my bigger worries with Drummond is keeping up, speed-wise with this Knicks team. Who, like, as the season went on, they started off the year playing very fast and then kind of hit a lull. We all know the season they had. They were up and down. They were a roller coaster all year. But at their best, when they were playing their best basketball, they were getting up and down and running. Andre Drummond's gonna have to get out and run, man. They do knock down their one free throw. Small got it to go down. And now here come the Jazz. And a blocking foul. Is that on Coward? Blocking foul on Cedric Coward is going to send Cody Williams to the free throw line for one free throw for 2 points. I absolutely hate this rule. Keenar said, Hart is all about transition. Yeah. And that second unit, along with Mitchell Robinson, was well equipped to take advantage of that. If you wanted to play fast, you could. If you wanted to slow down and play slow, you could. Now, really, your only option to play fast is if you go to a small ball lineup with like Anunoby and Diawara as your bigs, or if you have Karl Anthony Towns out there and you have him run. But I just, you just have run out of, you're just taking options away from what that you had last year. I don't love it personally. Coward has it on the right wing. Sees multiple defenders. Tries to hit the backdoor cut on the big man, but a foul is called on the Jazz there. And they're in the bonus. So the Grizzlies, again, will go to the free throw line for one free throw for 2 points. Bruce said, we really couldn't justify paying Big Mitch that money for 15 minutes a night. I mean, you could justify it. You know how you could justify it? The same way you could justify trading Mikal Bridges for 5 first-round picks, when clearly that is a bad trade. But you could justify it because it brought you a championship. You could. You could absolutely justify it by winning a championship and going back-to-back again next year. It would completely justify going into the second apron. But here we are. Javon Small applying pressure. Abmas hit the court. Javon Small throws the lob up top. Way to feed the, I don't know who that is, running, but Small comes up limping. That's not great. And then the Jazz quickly push it the other way. Ball gets knocked loose. Abmas saves it inside. Small's back. Still got a limp to him. Shot goes up. They miss it. Rebound to Boozer. And now here comes Coward bringing it down the other way. Threw that up to Cooper, by the way. Shout out Cooper getting the lob. Good job from Javon Small as the guard. Cedric Coward settles for the pull-up mid-range shot coming off the screen. Can't get it to go. Cooper can't get the tip. Rebounded by the Jazz, and they're pushing it the other way. Abmas for the Jazz has it up top. They swing it over to the wing. Dixon down the lane, swings it out. Hinton, the three's been on fire all night long. He continues the hot shooting here tonight as he swishes yet another three. His three's barely touching the rim here tonight. And it is 47-45. Score is slightly off, but we fixed it there. He's up to 13 points, Hinton is. Small, pump fakes on the step back, gets it inside the Cooper. Can't get the hook shot to go down, but he does get fouled by Cody Williams. And he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Or he goes to the foul line for 1 free throw for 2 points. Absolutely hate this rule. Jaden said, oh man, can't wait for Mo to score his first basket this summer. Trev's going to go nuts. I can't wait. I'm losing my mind all Knicks Summer League games. Losing my mind for all Knicks Summer League games. I'm telling you right now. We got Diawara. We got Davier. We have Tyler Nickel. I'm going to lose my mind for some Tyler Nickel threes. Hopefully Jack Cayo is a part of the Summer League roster as the Grizzlies do knock down their free throw, tying it up at 47 here, and we get a timeout. But yeah, so if you guys don't know, the official Summer League roster for the New York Knicks did come out. As the U.S. men's national team is officially eliminated. Just got the update. And they defeated them, what, 3-1? Did they score again? 3-1, I assume. United States goalkeeper Matt Freese delivers one of the worst blunders in World Cup as Belgium takes a 3-1 lead. That is not great. Anyway, U.S. men's national team eliminated. So all of that posturing and debating and all of the things that happened with getting Beligan? I know I'm mispronouncing his name. I forget how to say his name. But all of that posturing for him just to lose 3-1 in what seems like an embarrassing game. So. Bruce said, you're going to have to broadcast Boston versus San Antonio this year? Yeah, we might watch a couple of more Celtics games than usual just because I gotta go watch my man Mitch, man. Gotta go watch my guy Mitch. Joe's dad said, I just want to see a Summer League wedgie. Me too, man. Me too. Jaden said, Mitch headed to the starting lineup on his new team. Is he? About to get some run over there. No cat in front of him. I don't think they're going to start Mitchell Robinson, brother. I very much expect Nimi Keita to start ahead of him and Mitchell Robinson to be the backup. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think you can play Mitchell Robinson 25 to 30 minutes a night unless you heavily manage his games played down to like 50 to 55. And clearly you don't want to get him close to like only playing half the games in the season. So I very much a 20 minutes a game guy playing close to 65 games a year at this point in his career with his health concerns, his injury history. So we're back into it. Amos knocks down a mid-range shot. Peterson also back in the game along with Cam Boozer. We love to see it. Want to see the two rookies in there. The 2 pick and the 3 pick. 3 for the Grizzlies. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Jazz. And Amos pushing the other way. Leaves it off for Cody Williams. Has it on the left wing. Pulls it out. He's going to dance with it against Javon Small here. Good to see him back out there. They're coming up a little limpy, little gimpy after a play previously. Cody Williams misses the fall-away mid-range shot over Small. Max Prosper up top to Coward. Coward not having as good of a game. A deep straightaway 3, misses it off the back of the rim. Thought he looked really good to start the previous game. Got ice cold towards the end of it. Not looking great in this one here tonight. They swing it over to Peterson. Quick catch and fire to the right corner. Can't get it to go. That was not Peterson. That was Amos, by the way. And here comes Coward. Full head of steam. Euros down the lane. Scoop layup. Got it to go for Cedric Coward. Thought I heard a whistle. I did not. It's just a regular fast break layup for Cedric Coward. Pushing the pace. Tied at 49. Peterson bringing it down. Being guarded by Coward. Coward up to 13 points. Playing a lot better than I thought he was. Up to 13 points for Cedric Coward. Peterson has it up top. Picks up his handle. Swings it over to Cody Williams. Cody Williams. Pump fakes. Being guarded by Small. Driving it down. Swings through to his left. Scoop layup. Got to go for Cody Williams. He continues to look impressive out there. Very good sign for the Utah Jazz, who heavily invested in a very raw, young Cody Williams. And he's paying dividends so far here in Summer League. We'll see if it transitions into the season as Javon Small throws a cross-court pass to Cedric Coward standing in the corner, knocks down the 3 out of the left corner. Peterson helping off way too far on Cedric Coward right there. Peterson has it up top, pulls it back out. Cam Boozer guarding him. This is what you want to see. Boozer picks his pocket, but he knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Jazz. We got 24 seconds to go. Kennard said, we're always butting soccer. 4th most popular sport in America? Kind of is what it is at that point, right? Kennard said, don't think so. I think it's going to be Keita. I also think it's going to be Keita. Don't think you can rely on Mitchell Robinson to be your starting center at this point in his career. Kind of want him in as a specialist. Coward slipped and fell and hit the deck, or got tripped up and hit the floor, and it left the big man wide open rolling to the rim for the easy two-handed slam. We got 52-53 as the Jazz get a steal. I look down to update the score bug, and then they immediately get a steal. Game clock winding down, crossover, sidestep straight away, deep 3. Off the back rim, can't get it to go from Darryn Peterson. That'll end our first half right there. 20 minutes in the book. We've got 20 minutes remaining. Of course, we've got 10-minute quarters. We're here at halftime, 53-52. Nice to see these two teams close and evenly matched. We should get a good, fun ending down the stretch. Cam Boozer, 5 points, 3 boards, 3 assists. He scored all 5 points in the first quarter. Did not do much in the second quarter other than grab a couple of rebounds. Get my guy Cam Boozer more involved. Cedric Coward doing a little too much shooting for my books, although he is 7 for 12 from the field. What do you want him to do? Max Prosper taking a lot of threes. Javon Small has got 9 points, 4 assists as well. Boozer got to look to be incorporated in the offense a little bit more. Doesn't necessarily have to lead, as we've seen with Karl-Anthony Towns. Doesn't necessarily have to lead to more shot attempts, but also you kind of want to see your 3rd overall pick get some shot attempts in the game, right? You shouldn't have as many shot attempts as Cooper, you know, who's trying to make the team, Cooper. So as far as the Jazz go, I mean, Peterson, 13 points on 3 for 6 from the field. He also has 7 big ol' assists there. Again, he looks just really comfortable with the ball in his hands and making decisions. He looks like a superstar in the making, man. We'll see how his career plans, his rookie season first. Before we start talking about his career, let's see how his rookie season pans out once we start the regular season in the NBA. Because we've seen guys look awesome in the Summer League and then not really work out as awesomely in the regular season. But I will say, just eye test wise, like again, he just looks really comfortable out there. It's not cumbersome. He's clearly getting to his shots. Like a lot of the moves he's putting on right now is going to work against NBA defenses. The shot is there. The ball handling is there. The decision making is clearly there already for a guy who was mostly playing off ball in Kansas, showing he still has that on ball that on-ball capability that he showed promise of in high school. So Peterson looks pretty spectacular yet again here. Hinson's knocking down a bunch of threes. That's interesting. We'll see if that can get him an opportunity, a training camp deal with some team. And then you got Cody Williams looking pretty good. He's clearly added a ton of strength to his frame. Looks really solid out there. He's mixed up getting to the rim with also clearly working on that mid-range jump shot, which his brother is also a maestro of the mid-range jump shot. So clearly taking some cues from his brother. Jose NYC, what's up, Jose? Chevy in the offseason, I can get used to this. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Now we have until July 19th. We have about 2 weeks remaining, brother. 2 weeks remaining with each other before basketball is pretty much dead until we're revived again in October. Now, I have some off-season plans. We have some off-season content I want to get out. But yeah, in terms of the lives, we're probably going to be done with the lives until October when we get back to preseason. That said, Cash should have multiple 25 rebound games this year. Why? Why should he have multiple 25 rebound games this year? That 25 rebounds is an insane number to get to. Bruce Fowler said, in Leon and Worldwide West we trust. We watched them build a championship team. Now we get to see if they can manage to maintain a championship organization. Something no one seems to be able to do. It's the second apron. And the Knicks have lightning in a bottle with Jalen Brunson kind of recognizing that early and accepting a really, really team-friendly extension. They might be looking at Karl-Anthony Towns to do the same. As a matter of fact, he and the organization have already kind of hinted at, like, please do that favor for us. Take a little bit of a haircut here. Doesn't have to be much. You're still going to be a $50 million a year guy, but maybe don't be a $60 million a year guy. Cut about $10 million annually off of that contract and in an extension, and we should be able to keep the team together, which, you know, the guys have all talked about maintaining the team together, maintaining the core together. And if you guys want to know what the core is, it's very clearly the 5 starters. I wish Mitchell Robinson was the 6th member of the core, but obviously they can't maintain that anymore because now he's gone. But yeah, we're just going to have to trust in Leon Rose and Worldwide West and the entirety of the front office. They have put this team together. They have built this team, gotten it to where it is right now. And I'm just going to trust in their decision making. They very clearly, as an organization, get together and really lock in on how to make this team better and how to maintain. So hopefully their plans to maintain is executed well. Hopefully. We'll see. I'll tell you this. They traded what I think is they traded all those times in the NBA draft to trade back multiple times and acquire so many second-round picks. I believe they walked out of the draft with five second-round picks, if not 4. Definitely at least 4, if not 5 second-round picks coming out of that draft. And part of the reason doing so, like, you got to remember, Kobe White was traded for 4 second-round picks. Ayo Dosunmu was traded for 3 second-round picks. Like, second-round picks are pretty valuable. You should be, as well as players thrown involved. It wasn't just the picks, of course, but second-round picks are pretty valuable in sweetening the deal to get a deal done and made. So I do think the Knicks will be big man shopping come the trade deadline. Like we always know, there's some kind of deficiency on a team, especially in the second apron era, where every team is somewhat flawed. Some teams more flawed than others. Some teams' flaws more obvious than others. But very clear, very evident that I think this front office is like, we'll sign Andre Drummond as a bit of a stopgap sort of option as our backup center, and then we're going to go shopping. Then we're going to go shopping with all our second-round picks and see what we can snag. Right? Clearly, the guy they have been going after is the young man Yves Missi, the big man out of the New Orleans Pelicans, who kind of seems to be falling out of favor a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see who they can snag. Maybe it is a Khalil Ware. Maybe Maybe Milwaukee sours on him a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Just that suggests the money is crazy, but good for him. That's got to get paid big. In terms of Mitchell Robinson, he does. He does need to get, because it might be his last big contract. It might. It might be his last big contract. Jason said October a long way away. Poor Chef, no days off. Let me get my rest, and then we're going to go no days off in the regular season like we did last year. But we're going to do better than we did last year. That's for sure. That's for sure. Just that said, totally that early playoff elbow opened the opportunities a vet like Mitch could take advantage of. That early playoff elbow? What early playoff elbow? What are we talking about? October is a long way off. It's about 2.5 months, right? August, September. Yeah. And then we're a week into July, so we could, after the 19th, we'll be about 2.5 months away from going live again. And again, we got videos, we got shorts planned in the off season here that we're going to be working on to put out. I've been working on an essay video to break down the illegal defense rule and how it changed basketball. And it'll lead into another project I've been working on as well, but also we'll make some shorts out of it. We'll get some content up, of course. And then maybe we'll slide some things in the middle there. But that's besides the point, and something we'll work on after the Summer League stuff is over. Bruce said, with all those picks, hopefully we can sneak a Deuce or a Mo by the league again. I mean, maybe that's Jack Caio. Maybe that's Tyler Nickel, right? Maybe Tyler Nickel is Dante DiVincenzo reincarnated. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Jose said, how much of Robinson's deal was guaranteed? I believe it was a 3-year deal with a player option or a team option at the end of it. So it's all guaranteed, technically, if they pick up the contract. I can look up the exact contract here. So it's not official yet, but it's all guaranteed. But we don't know. None of it is guaranteed, so we don't know exactly if it's a player option at the end, a team option, or if it's just 3 guaranteed years. But usually contracts are all pretty much guaranteed. And he's going to be making, on average, $15 million a year. So it's projected to be $15 million, $15.7 million, and then $16.5 million in the third final year, in which he's 30 years old. And after securing the bag, Mitchell Robinson, come back on to the New York Knicks. It's all right, brother. This is not a Harnstein situation. Once a Knick, always a Knick for Big Mitch. And if it were up to me, I'd hang his jersey in the rafters. Cam Boozer gets blocked at the rim, gets his own off in the rebound, and gets the putback dunk. Got blocked by Cody Williams there. Good effort from him. Good effort from Cam Boozer to get the rebound back and throw it down. We're back in to start this second half, by the way, so let's log back into it. Here we go. Cody Williams has it up top, being guarded by Small. They get it over to the big man, who gets stripped by Cam Boozer, causes the turnover, knocks it off of the offensive player. Knocks it off of, I believe that was Kohler. Knocked it off of Kohler there. Carlos Boozer in the building. 3rd-year player option. It was destined for the Raptors. I hope so. I hope we get number 23 in the Raptors, Mitchell Robinson. Deep 3 from Cam Boozer on the right wing. Got him to go down. Cam Boozer, not bashful. His second made 3 of the night. And again, I want to see him being a little bit more aggressive. And just like that, coming out of the halftime break, first 2 shots go to Cam Boozer. One a dunk, and then one a 3-point make. They get it over to Kelly. Kelly up top for the Jazz. Hands it off to Peterson. Peterson being chased by Omax Prosper now. Gets to the foul line. Pump fakes. Tries to hit the corner. Ball got knocked away. Peterson picks it up. Pump fake. Sidestep to his left. Puts up the 3. Got it to go down. And he did get hit on the arms. He was looking for the foul. He didn't get it. But this kid Peterson, even when he's a little bit out of control, able to corral himself just enough to get and create just enough space and then knock down the shot with his incredible shot making. My goodness. Boozer and Peterson trading threes. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Peterson up to 16 points now and 4 for 7 shooting. And a kick ball. They're going to re-inbound it. Just as that said, Landry Shamet's new contract with the New York Knicks is guaranteed $14.5 million. First 2 years are fully guaranteed. Last 2 years are partially guaranteed. Yes. They get it into Javon Small. Small has it up top. Coming to his left, off the Boozer screen. Small hesitates, down the lane, lefty flip. Shot can't get it to go, but the big man right there, Cooper, I believe. Cooper right there for the tip up and in. Cooper playing well. He's up to 8 points, 4 boards. You're feeling his presence out there as a big man. Peterson has it up top, pulls it back off the double team, throws a wild pass in the corner. Not a wild pass. He got it to him. It was a little bit off, but it wasn't wild. Cody Williams settles for the left wing pull-up three, throws up an air ball. Cooper the rebound, and now here comes Small. Small pushing it the other way. Dribble pull-up three, comes up short. Rebounded by Kelly. They get it over to Cody Williams. He's going to push the pace the other way. Williams has it up top. It's going to be picked up by Coward. Williams coming to his right, hits it in the corner. Pump fake from Kohler. Backing down Boozer. Drop step, pump fake, spins. Has nowhere to go. Spins again. Baseline follow away over Boozer. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Can't be corralled by Cooper. Finds its way to Kelly. Hinson has it up top now. Swings it over to Cody Williams. Peterson has yet to touch the ball in this possession. Cody Williams sees the double team. Gets stripped by Boozer. Picks it back up. And draws the foul on Boozer. Boozer not happy with the foul call. Mo Diaware's contract being a 4-year deal. Last 2 years are not guaranteed. There's a reason why you're seeing 2 years in a 4-year contract, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years either non-guaranteed or partially guaranteed. And that's because there is an expectation of expansion coming. And you want the option of maybe waiving a guy, allowing him to hit free agency, and then re-signing them so you don't have to use one of your protections on that player, right? So if you're only allowed, let's say, 7 protections, if you have a guy that's has a partially guaranteed contract, you can waive the guy, make him a free agent, protect the players you want to protect, and then re-sign the guy in free agency. The Knicks are playing 4D chess with the rest of the league, guys. The Knicks are playing 4D chess. Y'all are going to go, whoa, what a smart move from the Knicks once expansion hits. They got a plan for NBA expansion already and how to keep this team and this core together. Because clearly you got to protect the starting 5. Javon Small down the lane throws a wild but kind of accurate pass back out to Omax Prosper. He can't get the 3 off. He crosses over on Hinson, can get space, kicks it out to Cam Boozer. Another 3 can't get it to go. Peterson with the nice rebound. He's going to bring it down the other way. Home run hit, a head pass to Kohler right on the money. Boozer with the chase down block, but yet again for the second time here tonight, it is indeed a goaltend. 2 points on the board for the Jazz. 59-58, 1-point game. Under 7 minutes to go here in the third. And Javon Small will bring it down. Small has it on the right wing. Coming to his left. Swings it over to Prosper. Over to Coward. Coward settles for the left wing 3. Comes up short on it. Rebounded by Cody Williams. He's going to bring it down against Small here. Cody Williams up top. Crossing over to his right. Behind his back to his left. Step back. Pump fakes. Off balance, saves it over to the big man, fakes the handoff, kicks it out to Peterson on the right wing. Peterson steps back, rhythm dribble, step back, right wing 3, comes up short on it. Was about to pop off of that one. Yet another fall away right wing 3, missed it. But Javon Small pull up 3 looking for the answer, and he got it to go down. 62-58. And here comes Peterson pushing it the other way. A flop there from Cedric Coward looking for the charge. Didn't get it. Left Cody Williams wide open as a result. And he makes him pay by knocking it down. Good read by Peterson, who's now up to 8 assists and 16 points. Darryn Peterson putting on a little bit of a show here. Cam Boozer with 10, 5, and 3. Not too far behind him. A 3 on the right wing from Omax Prosper. Can't get it to go. Kohler the rebound. A nice quick outlet pass to Hinson. He's bringing it down against Boozer. Has it on the right wing. Boozer does a good job staying in front of him. He pump faked from 3. Has to kick it back over to Peterson. Peterson's going to isolate. He's feeling it. Oh, rhythm dribble coming to his left. Down the lane. A little mini SGA shove off with that off arm. And then knocks down a little lefty floater. A little ambidextrous move right there for Darryn Peterson, who's now up to 18 points. And then down the lane, Prosper gets the layup and the foul on Hinson there. So he's going to go to the foul line for Juan Moa. And we're going to get a timeout. Approaching the halfway point of this third quarter. We got 5 minutes to go in this quarter, and then another 10-minute quarter to go before we get up out of here. And we've had a pretty fun, entertaining game. Darryn Peterson putting on a show. It wasn't a lefty floater. It was indeed a right-handed floater. All right, I was giving him a little too much credit on that one. Just a little too much credit on that one from Peterson. But my goodness, he looks special. 18-9 for Darryn Peterson here. Through how many minutes has he played tonight? How many minutes has Darryn Peterson played tonight? Not a lot. Not a lot. 4-1? Jeez Louise, guys. Don't be an embarrassment to the country. Awful performances from Pulisic and others prompt World Cup exit. What a headline. What a headline. Scomberg, what's up, Scomberg? By the way, my daughter says thank you to you in the chat who wished her happy birthday. Appreciate you and your family, Scomberg. Going to Demon Slayer Eatery in Cali? There you go. There you go. That sounds like a great time. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of jealous. Knar said, yeah, Peterson's fire if he stays healthy. I mean, the thing with Peterson, we talked about it, like the injury thing was just weird. He talked about how it was, you know, creatine, improper use of creatine, which led to cramping, which led to him, like, never really getting properly like, situated and ready for the college season, which led to, like, the weird one game he'd play, the next game he wouldn't, then he'd play, like, a half, and then he wouldn't play the next half, and it was just, we don't know what to make of it. Again, hopefully he stays healthy. We'll leave it at that, right? I did want to check. What did I want to check? Peterson has 9 assists and only 1 turnover. He had 8 turnovers in the previous game, so 9 assists and 1 turnover is already a pretty healthy improvement. Oh, how many minutes did he? In 19 minutes, Peterson's got 18-9. In 19 minutes, 18-9. Yeah, the kid's pretty special. Knar said, never fails as soon as you read my comment. Ad. Unfortunate. I apologize, brother. The Peterson thing, hopefully stays healthy. Yeah, I just talked about how weird it was, his college season, and how they tried to explain that it was like improper usage of creatine, and then it led to like cramping, and he could never get like fully situated for the college season, which led to like the weird I'm playing and then I'm not playing, and then I play half but I can't play the second half kind of situation. And then I just put my hands up in the air and I said, I don't know what to make of it. Hopefully he stays healthy. He looks really healthy and moving really well. Harmon, by the way, got a floater. Oh, that was the other game against San Antonio. He had against Atlanta. He had 15 points. Prosper now has it. He's attacking. Nice bump. Can't get the finish. Prosper not looking great right now. We're tied at 65. Under 5 to go here in this quarter. We're past the halfway point. Hinson, who's been on 5 from 3 all night, comes up short on that one. No hesitation on shooting it. Tries to get another one up by stepping behind the 3-point line, but gets the air taken away from him, so he can't get it off. Obmas now has it up top for the Jazz. Has no outlet. Finally gets it over to Dixon, who's going to step back for a deep straightaway 3. He can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Good boxing out from Mashak. Rebounded by Burton, who's rebounded by Hausen, who's pushing it down the other way. Hausen has it up top. Swings it over to Prosper, who's no hesitation 3 from him. And he got that one to go down. Okay. And again, we could look to see who's out on the court. The only guys we know is we've seen them in the NBA. Log real NBA minutes. Omax, Prosper, and Jamal Mashak there. Everyone else, either incoming players trying to make the NBA as either second round picks or undrafted free agents or guys who hadn't made the league, trying to make the league. We're getting fast-paced action here. Hinson beats them down the court, gets chased down, blocked by Burton, and there's the goaltender right there. Kind of look clean to me, but they give him the goaltend. 3:40 to go. Knar said, I don't know, that sounds like some serious BS. Never heard of creatine cramping. Yeah, neither have I. I don't even know why he would be taking creatine going into his college season, but that's besides the point. But either way, again, I don't know what to make of it. Other people don't know what to make of it. Everyone is kind of in agreement of it kind of sounds like a BS story anyway. But again, hopefully it was just sort of some weird application of something, and he has learned his lesson. He'll be with NBA trainers anyway, so hopefully they'll keep him healthy for the regular season. And it was nothing major. It wasn't a major injury, which, by the way, pushing the other way. I believe that Dixon gets the floater and one draws the foul as well. He drew the foul on Prosper there. So Dixon will go to the foul line for one more. Villanova alumni, by the way. Surprised he's not on the Knicks Summer League team. Kennard said, creatine is fine for building lean body mass. Yeah, I don't know why you'd be taking that going into your college season. Like, unless it was the college strength coach, like they have, it's not like he went to some small basketball school. He went to Sons Gen. What's up, Sons Gen? He went to Kansas, and they have strength and conditioning coaches. And unless they were the ones, he missed the free throw, by the way, who put him on that program. And maybe this was a BS story anyway. Maybe that's not what was going on. Maybe he just didn't want to play college basketball because he felt like he was NBA ready. Who knows? But that's the story they gave us, so that's the story we're going to rock with for now. It's just, not sure going into your freshman season in college if creatine could have that effect. Again, they have strength and conditioning coaches. And it's not like they haven't worked with slender, young high school kids coming into the program before. Like Andrew Wiggins was a very slender kid, very athletic, very slender, going into Kansas. He didn't struggle with those things. And I assume they have the same program, still run by Bill Self. It's just a weird situation. I don't know what to make of it. Very few people knew what to make of it. I do think it was the reason why he dropped down to number 2 after the general consensus very early in the college season, and it was very early in the college season, was, Peterson's one. Peterson's going to go number 1. He's pretty clearly separating himself. And then he kind of had that weird situation where he was playing games, not playing games, whatever, only playing halves. I don't know what to make of it. All I know is that he is now on the Utah Jazz, part of a professional program. They'll get him right. He'll take proper doses of creatine. He'll take care of his body better. And hopefully we see him because clearly, he's not on the court right now. But the kid is special or has the chance to be very special. So I definitely want to see him have a very fruitful NBA career. Looks really good. Kennard said, I get really bad gas, but I can't play like Peterson. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. Like me, and you would know more than me, obviously, but I've also never heard of somebody cramping up from taking creatine or anything like that. So, how many points did Peterson scored? Peterson has 18 points and 9 assists in just 19 minutes. 18 points, 9 assists, only the 1 turnover as well for Peterson, along with the 2 steals, by the way, which I do think is important because he is working defensively. Jonard, what's up, Jonard? So again, we're out here, and we have here comes Cam Boozer. He's just going to sub into the game as we're back at the timeout with just under 3 minutes to go. So we got Boozer, Coward, Small as the guys we know as NBA players. And then for the Jazz side, bunch of guys trying to make the team. So shout out to you. I do know Eric Dixon from Villanova, trying to make the team, undrafted player. Going to the rim, can't get it to go. Cleveland, the offensive rebound, and he gets the putback. That's not Cleveland, that's I do. He's got 6 points, 4 boards, 3 blocks. He's having an impact out there. Boozer down the lane. Gets blocked yet again at the rim. Not yet again for Boozer, but yet another block for the Jazz there, and they get a run out. And a lob to Burton, I believe. Is that Burton? That's not Burton. That is Harmon. Is that Harmon? It's one of the young men over here who don't have a picture. Another miss for the Grizzlies, and the Jazz get on and run again. Abmas, I do know him, coming down the lane. They get it over to Harmon, who can't get the layup to go. Jazz now pushing the other way, and I believe that's Coward getting the foul, and he's going to go to the foul line for 1 free throw for 2 points. Unfortunate, Sunshine. Unfortunate. We have just under 2 minutes to go here in the third. We got a 5-point game. Score slightly off. There we go. After a couple of made baskets that I did not credit them with. So, Coward at the free throw line. Got it to go. Here comes Abmas for the Jazz, bringing it down against Omax Prosper. Amos dancing with it against Prosper, crosses over on him, creates a little bit of space, throws a high floater over him, in and out, can't get it to stay, rebounded by Coward, who's going to push the other way. Coward, 18 points, that's his first rebound of the game, does not have an assist either, and Cam Boozer lines up a right corner three for his third made three of the game, tying us up at 73 here. He's got 13 points, 5 boards, 3 assists for Cam Boozer, having a nice solid impact. They get it over to the big man. They get it back up top to Amos. Amos coming to his left, off the little screen, leaning in, a little fall away midi. Got it to go for Amos. Cooper has it up top for the Grizzlies. Hands it off to Boozer. All right, Boozer, show me something. Coming to his right up the screen, picks up his handle, gets it back to Cooper in the post now. Cooper backing him down. Little fall away jumper in the paint, comes up short. Rebounded by the Jazz, and Small almost got the steal in the backcourt, but gets it knocked out of bounds. It's going to remain with the Jazz here. And it never restarted the timer, but we're under a minute to go here. Boozer with 3 made threes here tonight. It's a beautiful sign that the three-point shot seems to be able to be something that is translatable, a translatable skill to the NBA. Was just an okay three-point shooter in college, showing signs that he can knock down some threes here in the NBA, spreading it out to the three-point line. We got a moving screen here. Peterson was coming off the screen from Dixon. We got a moving screen on Dixon. Ball will go back to the Grizzlies here. Should be one of the final possessions here. We got 42 seconds to go. Three-point shot on the left wing. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Dixon has it. Gets it over to Amos. Amos bringing it down. And we got about an 8-second difference between game clock and shot clock. We're down to 20 seconds. Peterson has it up top. Going to isolate here against Coward. Crosses back over to his left. Pump fake. Spins. Fall away. Knock me down. Oh! Darryn Peterson putting the moves on. Crossing over on Coward. Getting into the lane. The big man rotates over. Hits a little jump stop. Hits a little pump fake. Hits a little spin away. And then knocks it down over Coward anyway. Oh my goodness. Javon Small. Fall away foul line shot. Comes up short. But gets the friendly roll of the buzzers. He gets it to drop down. And it's 77-75. Swish kicks with the swish. Sorry about Mitch, man. How we feel about next year? I feel great. Back-to-back being loaded up, brother. I feel phenomenal. Knicks going back-to-back. Never in doubt. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. And yes, I'm very distraught over Mitchell Robinson. It broke my heart. Really broke my heart. Bruce said, creatine is naturally created in the body, thus it's difficult to regulate or ban. It does require you ingest large amounts of water. Maybe he wasn't ingesting large amounts of water. I don't know. I just hope that whatever happened in college is past him. Maybe it was a bad mistake. Maybe it was bad advice. Maybe it was a bad trainer. I don't know. I don't know what happened to Darryn Peterson. But hopefully that's all past him, because clearly the kid is special. He's got something special about him. He's got 20 and 9 in like 20 minutes of action here tonight. And yes, I know it's Summer League, and I know everybody's gonna say don't overreact to Summer League. I don't care. I don't need the numbers to tell me that the way this man is moving, which by the way, he's going up against the defense of Javon Small, Cedric Coward, Omax Prosper, Cam Boozer. Like, these guys are legit NBA players. Now, is it the greatest defense ever? No, it's Summer League. But, like, the kid is taking to Cedric Coward here. And Cedric Coward had a phenomenal, not good, phenomenal rookie season, especially considering where he was drafted at 13 overall. Coward, by the way, not far behind. He's got 18 points, but 1 rebound, 1 assist. Whereas you look at Darryn Peterson, 22 and 9. Cam Boozer, I mean, not super far behind. 13, 5, and 8. He's had a really solid game as well, doing a little bit of everything. Bruce said, your first Summer League Knicks game is going to be hilarious. I'm sure you will have some complaints. Who's coaching our Summer League games anyway? What's his name? TJ Saint is coaching our Summer League team. Young up-and-coming coach. The Knicks very much like. I believe he coached last year's Summer League team. No, did he coach last year's? Yeah, I believe he coached last year's Summer League team as well. After Mike Brown was hired, they quickly named TJ Saint as the Knicks Summer League coach. But you're not going to hear too much complaining from me, during the Summer League. You will hear a lot of flowery language of me gassing up Mo Diawara, Bakum Dadier, Tyler Nickel. Hopefully Jack Cayo is able to play. So, yeah. Switched it. How do we feel about the new rooks? Which rooks? These rookies? I'm feeling pretty phenomenal about these rookies. We start in the fourth quarter here. Darryn Peterson and Cam Boozer both look not just NBA ready, but like Peterson looks like he's like superstar trajectory ready. As Peterson has it up top here, dancing with it, coming to his right, down the lane, kicks it in the corner, a three. Got it to go. There's the double-double for Darryn Peterson, 20 and 10. There it is. As far as the Knicks rookies, we'll have to wait and see. I'm very excited for Tyler Nickel, sharpshooter out of Vanderbilt. Boozer down the lane, throws a lob up top, can't get it to go, got knocked away, but out to Prosper, who throws up the three anyway, and he got to go down, nothing but net. Omax Prosper, not bashful about getting these three-point shots up, and he very much needs to do so. Also excited about Jack Cayo for the Knicks, I'll tell you that. Peterson has it up top, throws a cross-court pass, another beautiful read. Dixon a three, can't get it to go, rebounded by the Jazz. Cody Williams steps behind, dribbles it behind the three-point line, gets chased down, blocked, or gets blocked on the three-point attempt, and a nice run out from Cedric Howard gets the layup to go over Peterson out on the fast break there. And we're tied back up at 80. User, what's up, User? Peterson is special. Brother, he is looking super special. My goodness, yeah. He's looking, I'm so impressed. And then Peterson gets blocked on a step-back three-point shot. I believe that was Coward again. It was indeed Coward. Small down the lane, lefty layup, can't get it to go. You got to swing that pass out to Coward, Small. You got to read the room, brother. They leave it off for Peterson. They quickly get it right back in the corner and then right back to Peterson. Has it up top, coming to his right, pulls it out. Inside pass to Kohler, who mishandles the pass. That was a nice, easy layup for Kohler if he could have been able to pass it. Instead, it's going to end up in a turnover for Peterson. Get it out to Coward in transition for an open three. In and out, can't get it to stay. Kohler, the rebound, quick outlet. And now here comes the Jazz, pushing the other way. Full head of steam down the lane. Layup, got it to go. I believe that's Eric Dixon there pushing the pace. It is indeed Villanova alumni there. And I can tell you right now, probably former Nick. Probably former Nick. Sergio, what's up, Sergio? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. If you want to do a donation, you could. That is entirely up to you, brother. You got to use the $sign down below you. That is entirely up to you, though, brother. User said Boozer's efficiency is impressive. He knows the game at a young age. Yeah, the reads that Boozer has been making, User, is special. I've waxed poetic about Boozer's ability to read the court so far. His first two Summer League games, we watched the first one the other night as well. We watched both Peterson and Boozer's first Summer League game, and then obviously going to tune in tonight to see the number 2 taking on the number 3 in the draft. As Boozer was cutting back door or cutting across the middle of the lane there, they tried to hit him on the cut. It was a bad pass. Boozer was saying he was having his jersey grabbed. Either way, it ends in a turnover. Here come the Jazz pushing the other way. We're under 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. It's a one-possession game, 3 points. Peterson throws it out to Kohler, who knocks down a 3. That's 11 assists for Peterson. Again, Peterson reading the court extremely well. It is so impressive what Peterson has done these first 2 Summer League games. And again, I know it's Summer League, but man, he just looks the part, man. He looks the part. Everything you want to see out of a high draft pick in Summer League, he's handling the pressure. The ball handling looks really good. He's having fun out there. The shot making is as advertised. The defense not bad, but against Summer League, defense not bad. Prosper misses the free throw. And he only got 1 free throw attempt now. Missed it, so they walk away with 0 points. Peterson has it up top, dribbles it off his own foot. The first real big mistake Peterson made tonight, dribbled off his own foot. Puts his hand in the air towards the bench, pats his chest. My bad, y'all. Literally just dribbles it off his own foot, goes out of bounds. Now here come the Grizzlies trying to take advantage. Ball gets knocked away. Coward able to recover it in the corner. Now dribbling it against Kohler, putting his head down, attacking Kohler with a block. I like Kohler's energy out there. You feel him out there. The young kid Kohler here, you feel his energy. He's got 11.6 points to assist. Like I didn't even know his stat line just looking out there. Constantly in the middle of the action here, and that's always a great sign for a guy. Dixon with a step back three, and I tell you what, these Villanova guys, they know how to play ball. Eric Dixon out here, they know how to play ball. He's got 11 points, 4 boards, and an assist out there. Here comes Mashak pushing the other way, down the lane, leaves it off for the big man at the last second. That's Lovering right there. Gets the two-handed slam. Ant Galls, what's up, Ant? Peterson with effort is deadly. That's a good way of putting it for sure. 3 for Cody Williams to the left wing. Cody Williams knocks it down. Jump shot is a huge swing factor for a lot of these wings with questionable jumpers. We're looking at Omax Prosper trying to take that next step. He's got 15 on 5 for 11 shooting. You've seen him take a bunch of jump shots here tonight as he gets stripped at the rim. Lovering with the offensive rebound and putback, though. And we're seeing Cody Williams really test the reaches of his three-point shot, of his jump shooting in general. Peterson with the ball handling, coming to his right, pulls it back, steps behind the three-point line in the corner, kicks it up top to Cody Williams. He's going to put his head down and attack. Gets blocked by Coward there. Picks up his own loose ball, leaves it off for Peterson. Catching fire, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, knocked loose, picked up. Dixon misses the layup, misses the tip up and in. And now here comes Coward pushing, or here comes Mashak pushing the other way. Hit ahead to Prosper, tried to throw it over to Coward, gets knocked out of bounds by the Jazz. It's going to stay here with the Grizzlies, but we got 5:30 to go, approaching the halfway point here, and we get a timeout. Bruce Fowler said, injuries aside, Deuce nearly played himself off of the roster last season. Come on, Deuce, please bounce back. Deuce nearly played himself off the roster last season? I don't know about that, big dog. We must have been watching completely different seasons. Ronnie, what's up, Ronnie? How much does Peterson and Boozer have? Cam Boozer with 13, 6, and 4 here tonight on 5 for 8 shooting. Solid night. Peterson with an extremely impressive superstar in the making type of performance here in Summer League for Darryn Peterson. 20 and 12 with 2 turnovers, 3 turnovers. One of them not his fault. One of them, he threw a beautiful pass off the pick and roll to the big man Kohler, who just mishandled the pass, went right through his fingertips and ended up in a turnover. That counts for Peterson. I believe that's 3 turnovers for him. The 2 other ones, one in the first quarter, I don't remember, but the last one he just dribbled it off his own foot. So for majority of the game, he was just sitting with 1 turnover. Had 10 assists in 1 turnover at one point. Now he's got 12 assists with 3 turnovers, but a 4-to-1 assist to turnover ratio is pretty excellent. Pretty excellent. What's up, Ronnie? Peterson's such a stud as a rookie. It's crazy. He just had 28 points in the last game. Yeah. We covered the last game as well. We covered Peterson's last game in Summer League. We covered Boozer's last game in Summer League. We're going to cover as many of the high-profile guys as possible. Obviously, we're early in Summer League here. This is not the Vegas Summer League, which starts July 10th. This is the Salt Lake City Classic and the California Classic Summer Leagues. So only a handful of teams are competing here. But we did watch Cam Boozer the last game, who was also very impressive in his previous game. We did watch Peterson's last game, who was extremely impressive. And like I said, Peterson looks the part of a superstar. And I don't even care about the stats. Stats they speak for themselves when you look at the box score and whatnot. An efficient 20 and 12 is ridiculous here in Summer League, but Peterson looks the part. Just eye test wise, he's moving extremely well. The shot making has translated seamlessly from high school to college to the NBA level now. Here, shooting it from 3-point range with the 3-point line. And again, the ball handling, the creativity, the maneuvering and playing at a pick and roll, the ball's in his hands much more than it was in Kansas. So he looks the part, man. He looks the part. We'll see if it translates during the NBA season, but this has been incredibly fun to watch here in Summer League so far. Mashak missed a layup on the other end, and then here, the Utah Jazz, Hinson? Is that Hinson? Driving to the rim, gets fouled. Cam Boozer on the bench right now. Pretty much everybody for the Grizzlies that we're here to watch on the bench right now. So is Peterson and Cody Williams for the Utah Jazz. Yeah, pretty much everybody we're here to watch is out of the game right now. But I do expect them to come in to close this one out. It is an 8-point ball game here. We just got back-to-back fouls on the Jazz. So the Grizzlies, yet again, will have side out of bounds. You just said Peterson has 20 points and 12 assists. Yes, indeed, he does. Well, he's out of the game now. But yeah, Peterson has 20 points and 12 assists. Hinson handed off to Abmas. Abmas coming to his left, driving it down. Behind the back, coming to his right. Off the big man screen, and it is a moving screen from the big man. I do. So the ball's going to go back to the Grizzlies anyway. That's 3 straight fouls on the Utah Jazz there. So now the Grizzlies will bring it down. Biding our time to wait for our rookies to come back into the game. The guys we're here to watch. But these young men are out there battling, looking for a rotation spot. And then a lot of contact. 2 players hit the deck. 5-on-4 as it looks like Hinson for the Jazz down on the floor. Burren going to the rim, gets blocked at the rim. Yet again, Burren got blocked multiple times. Hinson upset he didn't get the foul call. He still got a little bit of a limp to him. I don't know. Hinson just kind of ran right into the big man Lovering, who was just going for the handoff. I don't know if that's an offensive foul, but Hinson definitely wanted that offensive foul and got the worst of it. A little bit of a limp, but he's going to remain in the game. So the Grizzlies will inbound it. They got 4 in their shot clock. We're under 5 to go. We're past the halfway point of this fourth quarter. Not a lot of time left. We still got an 8-point ball game here, 92-84. Pretty high-scoring summer league game. You know, it's only a 40-minute game, 10-minute quarters here. Ronnie said, not a bad game. Grizzlies have played physical defense. Yeah, and it's been really fun to watch because Peterson has picked that defense apart. And then Hinson runs right into Hausen, I believe that is. That is Hausen. Off of the inbound. Hausen just caught it, went up for a 3-point shot. Hinson just wild right now defensively. Running around with his head cut off. Like a chicken with his head cut off. Just ran right into the shooter. And it's going to send Hausen to the free throw line for 1 free throw for 3 points. He's got fouled on a 3-point attempt. Hinson's still hobbling around, man. You might need to get him out of the game. And they call him Hassan, not Hausen. Hassan. This young man right here. B. Hassan, who does knock down the free throw, by the way, to give them 3 points. 92-87. 4:30 to go here in this fourth quarter. The Jazz swing it over. Hinson, cash and fire from 3, can't get it to go. A heat check shot from Hinson. That's not going to ingratiate yourself to the decision makers over on the Jazz. That's not a good shot there. Winning the business for yourself. Just continue to play good team ball there. Hassan throws up a step back 3, throws up an air ball. Not a great shot either. Not a great shot either. Bruce said, don't get me wrong, I love Deuce, but the Knicks were quick to sign GTA, an extension for Deuce. There's no way to diminish any of his big shots in postseason, but like Mitch, yeah. I mean, every team has been a casualty of the second apron, man. Every team. Like the Oklahoma City Thunder this offseason have moved off of Isaiah Joe as Eric Dixon draws yet another foul. Villanova alumni, you gotta love the Villanova kids. He's going to the free throw line for 1 free throw for 2 points as he drew the foul. But yeah, like the Oklahoma City Thunder had to shed salary and they had to ship out Isaiah Joe, and here comes Darryn Peterson back in the game. There we go. That's what we're here for. They had to ship out Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins, 2 guys who they have relied on for their depth the last couple of years because they have to avoid the second apron, knowing that the contract extensions for their big 3 in SGA, Chet Holmgren, and J-Dub are about to kick in. Every team has to shut off good end of the rotation players because you got to keep your core intact. It's more important to keep the core intact. So it's unfortunate, but it's, unless Deuce McBride wants to pull a Landry Shamet and extend for a lot of years, but not a lot of money annually, yeah, they're probably going to move off of Deuce McBride at some point, unfortunately. Lionel Motors with double Lionel. Tristan Raven, what's up, Tristan? Who will win? I don't know. That's what we're here to find out, brother. And the reason they went out and got GTA was because Deuce McBride's not a point guard. They needed a point guard. They needed another ball handler. Not named Tyler Kolek because hard to trust a guy who's not been in high-level NBA games yet. Especially come playoff time. And you saw why Jose Alvarado was necessary in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Burton pump fakes out of the 3, drives to the rim yet again, and he finally gets the finger roll to go. That's a good top screen there from Cooper to fend off the rim protector. Kay Hazy said, I think Peterson has more upside as a point guard than George. I don't think either of them are point guards, though. I think both of them are combo guards, and you have 2 combo guards. You kind of have 2 guys who can play point guard by committee, but I think it's good enough in the league right now. Cody Williams with a nice pump fake pivot spin to get a little floater there. We got 96 to 89. Let's lock into the game here. We're getting to the end. Nice interior passing. Burton off the backdoor cut along the baseline through the nice drop-off pass to the big man in the middle of the lane. Cooper with the 2-handed slam. We got a 5-point ball game here. Obmus has it up top for the Jazz, dancing around a Peterson screen, coming to his right, stops, turns, pivots, kicks it out to Peterson on the right wing, being guarded by Javon Small. Javon Small, good, solid physical defender here. Logged good NBA minutes last year. And Peterson takes him to the basket, gets the little push shot to go over him in the paint as he spun off of him. A lot of contact, could have been called a foul. It wasn't, but Peterson got it to go down anyway. And now Coward has it on the left wing. They get it up top to Burton. Burton coming to his right off the screen, putting his head down, attacking. Double pump at the rim, can't get it to go. They can't get out off the offensive rebound. Coward, a straightaway 3, can't get it to go. Battle for a loose ball rebound. Knocked back out to Coward, but a foul is called before Coward can get the shot off. And we got 2:30 to go here. Irwin John with the Irwin John. Memphis win? We'll see. We'll see. We got a 7-point ball game with 2:30 to go. Peterson taking it right to the Memphis Grizzlies here. If the Grizzlies want a chance at winning, they're going to need Cedric Howard to step up here. He's 8 for 18 from the field for 20 points. Solid night from him, but only 1 rebound, 1 assist. We have, 2:30 to go, so we're going to let our timer tick down and catch up. Triz said, who do I think will win? Well, the Jazz are up by 7 with 2:30 to go, so I'll go with the Utah Jazz. It's Summer League, brother. It's hard to predict any of these things. KZ, I think Peterson has more upside as a point guard. We'll see. Lana Moto said, we are world champs. What's next? Are we going back to back? Oh, we're going back to back, brother. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Knicks and 4 until proven otherwise, and we have yet to be proven otherwise. So, Ronnie said, Keontae and Darryn, interesting to see who plays point guard. I would hope Darryn does. I think it's going to be point guard by committee. I don't think either of them are point guards. They're combo guards who can play point, but the ball is typically in your best player's hands most of the time, and they will direct the offense, whether they're point guards or shooting guards or small forwards or whatever. So I would think that as the season goes on, Darryn Peterson will have the ball in his hands more and more and more and more as he gets more comfortable in NBA offenses and going against NBA defenses. Lana Mona said, are you missing Big Mitch yet? The second the notification popped on my phone, I fell to my knees and my eyes got watery, brother. You've heard me say all season long, Lana, that's my favorite player on the team. And now he's no longer on the team. I'm heartbroken. I truly, it's not a bit. That was my guy. Right? Longest tenured Nick was here for the 17-win season. Was one of the only lights in the darkest of Knicks times before Leon Rose arrived and changed our fortunes. But yeah, I'm heartbroken, brother. And I'm going to remain heartbroken. Ronnie said, Mitch really went to the Hobbs. That's crazy because it was by choice versus Brownie got traded out of his control. Yeah, I mean, they probably offered him the most amount of money. You got to follow the money. I don't blame him for doing that. I don't. It sucks it's to the Celtics, don't get me wrong, but Tristan, it was a timeout. We're back into the game now, 2:20 to go. They did knock down the free throw coming out of the timeout. A 3 is missed by, I believe that was Javon Small. And now here come the Jazz bringing it down. We got a 9-point ball game with about 2:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. They hit the big man rolling to the rim. Can't get the layup to go. Can't get the second tip to go, but he does get the third tip to go. And now we have a double-digit game with 2 minutes to go here. Unless we're going to get an unlikely comeback, anything possible. Omax Prosper going quickly towards the basket. Draws the foul going to the rim. He's going to the foul line for 1 free throw for 2 points. Karen K. What's up, Karen? Utah Jazz. I mean, they're up 11 now. Peterson put them ahead 22-12 here tonight. An absolutely ridiculous game for Peterson. Cody Williams not too far behind with a very impressive performance himself. 18 points and 8 rebounds from him on 7 for 13 shooting. Really impressive young core here for the Utah Jazz, who are expected to be really good next year. Oh, we're under 2 minutes to go, so now it's 2 free throws. That is correct. Under 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, we go back to the original rules. Adri, what's up, Adri? Made the first one, misses the second one, and the Jazz with the rebound. Here comes Cody Williams. I need 202.5 points. I'm rooting for you, brother. I'm rooting for you. We have 140 to go here. Peterson has it up top, being guarded by Javon Small. Rhythm dribble, pull up straightaway 3. Got it to go. This kid, Darryn Peterson, is something else, man. I tell you. The league is in good hands with guys like Peterson coming into the league. Cam Boozer trying to answer. Answer me, Cam Boozer. Okay, the rookie's going at it, shot for shot. We still got a 10-point ball game, but I like to see the two rookies going at it here. Boozer with 16 points. That's his 4th made 3 of the night. Peterson has it back up top, being guarded by Prosper. The big man switches onto him. They show a double team. He picks up his handle. They kick it over to Abmas, putting his head down in the lane, kicks it in the corner. A no dib 3. Can't get it to go from Kohler. Picked up by Cam Boozer. He's bringing it down. Quick hit ahead. Javon Small shovels it back out. Cedric Coward pump fakes out to Boozer. He pump fakes back out to Coward. A right wing 3. Coward can't get it to go. Boozer on the glass. Can't get it, but he does draw the foul. And they're in the bonus, so that's going to be 2 free throws for Cam Boozer here. We're under a minute to go. And again, I don't foresee a comeback happening here, but you just want to see the two rookies go at it. Peterson with a rhythm dribble pull-up 3 right over Javon Small. Same with Cam Boozer, rhythm dribble pull-up 3 right over Kohler. He got it to go. I love it. I love her. Mex Infinity, what's up, Mex? Under 205. Quick math puts us at 200 there. As Boozer knocks down the first free throw, there's another one coming. We got 50 seconds to go. Probably not. You're probably not getting under 205, brother. It's probably going to go over, but we'll see. K. Hayes said Utah refuses to let the rope go. Not joking like the Spurs. Yeah. Already showing more. Well, I'll tell you what. This Grizzlies team doesn't have Jalen Brunson on it, so. Boozer knocks down both free throws. 8-point ball game with 54 seconds to go. Not impossible, but pretty unlikely. See if the Grizzlies got a miracle in their hands here in Summer League. Here comes Abmas bringing it down against Javon Small. Got to wind down some time. Coming to his left. Off the screen. Spins to his right. Steps back. Kicks it out to Peterson. Peterson being guarded by, is that Mashak right there? Being guarded by Mashak. Coming to his right off the screen. Coming to his left. Step back. Pump fake. Has to throw it up with the shot clock winding down. Almost got it to go down. Decent look off a well-contested shot. And then the Jazz get back on. They tried to throw a home run pass. Abmas has it. Foul before the shot attempt. They're in the bonus. They're going to play the foul game. 20 seconds to go. But that's pretty much going to wrap us up right here. We're pretty much going to play the foul game. Alexander with the Alex. Under 205.5. We're at 106 to 97. Well, I just looked over here on ESPN. So there's the first free throw from Abmas. That is 203. 203 points. You need what? 202. Someone had 202.5. We're already over that. Knocks down the second free throw. It's a 10-point ball game. We're going to get a timeout. 20 seconds to go. Should be the final possession of the game. Should be the final possession of the game. Just that's at 52% from the field, 40% from 3. I mean, 25 points, 8 for 15 from the floor, 12 assists is a ridiculous performance from Darryn Peterson. A star in the making type of performance you want to see your rookies have here in Summer League. We've seen impressive performances from players in Summer League before, but the kid looks the part. He's not just putting up numbers. He's not just like on a hot streak and knocking down shots. He is reading the court so well. So we have a 10-point ball game, 21 seconds to go. Like I said, we're not really watching to see a winner. We're watching to see if we could glean anything else from Boozer or Peterson at the end here. But we're probably going to be playing the foul game till the end. But yeah, the winner will be the Utah Jazz. We're pretty close to wrapping things up here. Cowards, 20 points tonight, 8 for 19 from the field. Not as efficient as you want to see him. The jump shot just not going down right now. We'll see what he looks like. If he even plays, thank you for the subscription, Tristan. Appreciate you, brother. We'll see if he even plays. Adri said Kareem is injured. I don't know what's going on with Kareem. I don't know. Don't know what's going on with Kareem Lopez. Where did Kareem Lopez go to? Again, I know he got traded on draft night. Memphis, that's right. Is he injured? I don't know. I don't know why he's not playing. Adrian with the subscription. Appreciate you, Adrian. Got stolen by Amas, who smokes the finger roll layup. Grizzlies are going to push it the other way. In the paint, kick it out. A 3 from Coward. Got it to go down. That's going to break a lot of people's hearts if you put money on it. That's now 107. That breaks it. That breaks whatever over-under you needed. Adrian said you won a Mexican follower, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Adrian. We're going to cover as much basketball as possible, so we will probably cover some Memphis Grizzlies games for sure. Because I am interested to see how Kareem plays in the NBA here. Just that said, wondering, without looking it up, LeBron plays Summer League. I kind of remember he did. He did, but Summer League was not televised nationally back then. And it was played in like a training facility. It wasn't even played in like a full arena. So, yeah, he did. He did play Summer League. Ronnie said, Darryn is a Kobe guy. He got a tattoo on his arm. With his face must be where he gets his game from. Yeah, sure, yeah. I think getting a tattoo of another man on your body that isn't a part of your family is a little weird. But yeah, for sure, for sure. Edits Army with the Bedits Army, appreciate you. Tristan said, bro, 10 seconds. Yeah, so we're at a total of 207 now. Both teams hitting 100. Very high-scoring Summer League game. It's a 40-minute game. So, you know, don't typically see scores like this. You usually see them in the 80s. Ronnie said, I guess that's his idol. I guess. I mean, you know, I never permanently put my idol on my body. That's just something but that's just me. Everybody's different. But yeah, they're going to play the foul game now, so we can pretty much end it here. Both teams pulling all their guys out now. That is... Well, the Jazz did. They pulled Peterson out and everybody. But that's going to wrap us up. There's 8 seconds to go, so we'll clean it up right there. I appreciate you guys. As far as the next stream, the next game... Sal said the Wizards drafted the Bast instead of Peterson. I mean, we'll see how the Basta looks in his preseason. I expect he'll look pretty spectacular as well. I mean, Boozers look great. Peterson looks great. And the Basta is yet to play Summer League. And it's just Summer League. So, you know. The Jazz did knock down their free throws. It is 109 to 100 with 8 seconds to go. 9-point lead. So the Jazz, like I said, will win. The Heat Warriors is the other game going on right now. Bucks Kings going on right now. Hawks beat the Thunder. Lakers beat the Spurs. Let's beat the Warriors. We're not here for scores per se. So the next game we're going to cover, do we have anything we want to watch tomorrow? We got Jazz Thunder again and Grizzlies Hawks again. We watched both of those games the other day, so I don't think we're going to do those games again tomorrow. Wednesday, no games. Thursday, got Timberwolves, Pelicans, Spurs, Hawks, Pistons, Sixers, Warriors, Mavs. All right, so we got a bunch of games. Oh, Vegas Summer League. Vegas starts the 9th? I thought it started the 10th. Okay, so Vegas starts the 9th. Cool. Perfect. Beautiful. The Knicks don't play. We do have Jazz versus Wizards on Thursday. So the next time we meet will probably end up being Thursday here, in which we watch Jazz Wizards, because we have the 1 versus the 2. We'll see DeBansta and Peterson go at it, and I hope they guard each other. That should be fun. Should be very fun. So that is a 9 o'clock game. We will be watching that one. We'll pick something else to watch, I guess, on Thursday here for opening of the Vegas Summer League on Thursday. Again, no games Wednesday. There's no game scheduled for Wednesday. And then tomorrow, Tuesday, is the last game of Summer League here in Vegas and in Utah. I mean, in California and in Utah. But we've already covered the Hawks playing the Grizzlies, and we've already covered the Thunder playing... Oh, no, we covered the Thunder playing the Grizzlies, and then the Hawks played the Jazz, I believe. Either way, we've covered all 4 of these teams already here in Summer League, so we won't be covering these games on Tuesday. We've pretty much seen them already. No games on Wednesday, so we'll be back on Thursday. Thursday will be the next stream. We'll pick out at least 2 of these games. We will for sure be watching Jazz Wizards, though. 9 p.m. start time. This is obviously the star of... This is why we're here. This is why we're here. Judge Dad said Friday at 6 p.m. versus the Nets. Yeah. So Thursday, we know we got some games going on, and then Friday, we finally get our Knicks basketball back. Even if it is just Summer League, we get our Knicks basketball back. Nets versus Knicks, 6 p.m. It is against the Nets and their million draft picks. So that should be fun because the Nets will be essentially playing their guys. Yegor Jemin will be playing. I believe Traore is playing. Like pretty much all of their drafted guys from last year are playing. And then as well as I believe Michael Brown should be playing by that point, but we'll see. And then Saturday, the Knicks play again and back-to-back. Yeah, they do. They play the Spurs. Hey. NBA Finals rematch here. NBA Finals rematch here. So that should also be pretty fun. They, selected 2 big men in Quinnens and in Terrace Reed. So should be fun. Should be fun. We get Knicks basketball back, but we're going to have to wait until Friday for that. But we will be back on Thursday for those games. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Joe Nard said, who will be the PG for the Jazz next season, Peterson or Keontae? ¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both of them? This is an ever-evolving NBA, brother. Neither of them are point guards. Both of them are more so combo guards. They're going to run combo guard sets. It's positionless basketball, brother. It's been positionless basketball for over a decade at this point. There is no, unless you're a true point guard, unless you're like the point guard of the team, like a Halliburton or a Brunson or even a Kyrie Irving, or like Peterson and Keontae are not natural point guards. They're combo guards. Actually, they're probably both of them closer to shooting guards. So, but with that being said, I appreciate you guys. We will be back on Thursday, of course, for more Summer League action. Because, like I keep saying, I'm a basketball sicko. So, appreciate you guys. We'll hang out again. But until then, remember, brush your teeth for bed. Stay hydrated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.